in a very highly anticipated 2024 Division Series. One of the features, perhaps the most anticipated matchup of the Division Series of them all. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres in an NL West showdown at Dodger Stadium to begin things off. Game 1 between LA and San Diego. Big news leading up to the first pitch is that Freddie Freeman, who is dealing with an ankle injury, and Miguel Rojas, with an adductor injury, are in the Dodgers lineup for Game 1. However, Clayton Kershaw is done for the year with a bone spur on his left toe. Hello everyone, I am Alec Nava. Welcome to Los Angeles. For tonight's game, we have Dylan Cease for the Padres and Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers at the mound to begin things off. So our orders to begin, and for the Padres, Luis Arias at designated hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. at right field, Jurickson Profar at left field, Manny Machado at third base, Jackson Merrill at center field, Xander Bogaerts at shortstop, Jay Cronenworth at second base, Donovan Solano at first base, and Kyle Higashioka at catcher. For LA, it goes like this: Shohei Ohtani at DH, Mookie Betts at right field, Freddie Freeman at first base, Teoscar Hernandez at left field, Max Muncy at third base, Will Smith at catcher, Gavin Lux at second base, Tommy Edman at center field, and Miggy Rowe at shortstop. So those are your batting orders for San Diego and Los Angeles. If you were entering a pivotal NLDS against the best team in the sport, you could be a bit worried. Now, the Padres locker room might not report this directly, but they've won the season series 8-4 over the Dodgers this year. Won't think that inspires a high level of confidence. It was actually 8-2 in the first 10 games before LA took the last 2. But that was just 2 weeks ago, and the seedings of the playoff scenarios were mostly settled. And it can be argued those final games may not have been as consequential. Nonetheless, it's been the higher seed team that's been at the better fortune against the quote-unquote better lower seed team. All that is moot going into a fresh playoff series. But the Padres are not scared of the Dodgers. That's for sure. What they might be, however, is a bit disappointed because they lost Joe Musgrove for the playoffs and most of next season to a UCL injury that will require the dreaded Tommy John surgery. Musgrove is a key piece for their Slam Diego, and it handicaps their upward potential. But there is still room to shock the Dodgers for San Diego and the larger baseball world by winning this series against the proverbial Justice League that the Dodgers basically have built. And it begins with Cease. And this might be one of the most pivotal games in the entire year for baseball. Why is this? Because in the last 4 years, only one of 8 NLDS series has gone to a Game 5. And the winner of Game 1 has won the series at a 75% rate in the last 10 years. Then, the winner of this series will likely be the stronger team over whichever NL East team manages to win in the other National League series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets, who, by the way, have taken Game 1 over the Phillies 6-2. So there's likely a very strong correlation between winning tonight's game, getting to the World Series, and winning a ring. Cease is an elite talent himself. He has the potential to put this game on his back and win it himself. He's a bona fide top 10 starter in this league. His fastball sits at 97 miles an hour, 8 fastball in qualified starters. His 15.6% swinging rate is 7th best. His 3.8% mistake rate is also top 10. He is good, and the numbers underneath his results are even better. It's just exactly why the Padres went out and got Cease for games like this. Padres offense have to go through Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but they've done that already twice. They put up 5 runs in 1 inning on Yamamoto to open the MLB season in Seoul in March, and then tagged him again in April for 3 runs in 5 innings. So they won't be facing him without experience. And look for Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado to do the heavy lifting, as Yamamoto has largely shut down lefties this year at 526 OPS against, compared to righties, where he has a 744 OPS against. Both Machado and Tatis can create runs at a 20% or better clip than the MLB average for 120 and 143 WRC plus respectively, as right-handed hitter versus right-handed pitcher this year. So for the Dodgers, in recent years, they've won a World Series. They deserve that title of a World Series because they have been one of the most insanely star-studded lineups of all time. And we can start with the 5, soon 6 MVP awards that they could place on the table. Freddie Freeman, NL MVP in 2020. Mookie Betts, AL MVP in 2018. Shohei Ohtani was AL MVP in 2021 and 2023, likely will be this year's NL MVP. Clayton Kershaw, NL MVP in 2014. We're not sure the last time the team had 4 MVPs on a table for a full season like this. Reggie Jackson, Rod Carew Angels, maybe? So, for this, it's ridiculous to have this amount of talent for the Dodgers. And that doesn't even consider Teoscar Hernandez and Max Muncy, who both have 30 home runs, 1 RBI type of power. They are stacked. And their starter is not any less impressive. Yamamoto dominated Japan before coming to the MLB. They're talking 3 straight MVPs and pitching triple crowns in the last 3 years, which also won the equivalent of the Cy Young in all 3 years. There's really no recent MLB comparison to his dominance. You may have to go back to Maddox. And so, now that he's in the MLB, the Dodgers signed him to a 12-year, $325 million contract, paying him $50 million to his previous team. Tied for the 9th biggest in baseball at the moment, but it's the 5th biggest in this series. Tonight it is so far. The first real test of whether or not he was worth the price. The Dodgers largely did not need him, nor have him for most of the season. He only threw 90 innings, but he went 7-2 in his 18 starts, and his pitch level results were great. He ranked in the 94th percentile for called strikes plus whiffs rate, earning one or the other on 31.5% of pitches this season. And his ground ball rate is near 50% on the balls that are made contact with, as 2.61 FIP ranks in the top 97th percentile, meaning there's maybe 2 to 3 starters with a better number. Did get a bit unlucky this year. His 306 batting average on balls in play against was higher than expected. The way that may be seen, that means he should only improve on those results. And his splitter is nasty, allowing just 1 home run and 16 hits on the pitch. 355 total pitches. He pairs with a fastball which creates grounders at a high rate. He's made 4 starts since returning from a near 3-month stay on the IL. Allowing 6 earned runs across 16 innings, but he did look like his old self, and he should be ready to go. But don't expect much more than 4 or 5 innings of work today, unless if he is very active. So, currently at Dodger Stadium, the weather here is around 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear skies, winds are southwest 7 miles an hour, gusting up to 12 miles an hour. And the Dodgers, they have decided to go with their youth over their veterans here for this NLDS series. 13 position players, 13 pitches. The most notable addition being rookie right-handed pitcher Edgardo Henriquez, who made just 3 appearances since being called up in late September. And another surprise addition was Michael Grove, who struggled for most of the year, but he now gives the Dodgers another righty in the absence of Brusdar Graterol and Brent Honeywell, who are not eligible for the roster because they ended the year on the 15-day injured list. Grove can handle a multi-inning role in case of an emergency as well. Plus, the Dodgers, they have decided not to use Joe Kelly on the roster. He, of course, has struggled this year, and he has dealt with injuries, but he couldn't give the club postseason experience. And the same applies to Kevin Kiermaier, who was left off for Andy Pages. And Kiermaier has announced he will retire at the end of the season. Clayton Kershaw is also out the roster. Now it's expected as he continues to battle a left toe injury. Freddie Freeman is, not surprisingly, on the roster. He still have a badly sprained right ankle, what he said would have likely sidelined him for 4 to 6 weeks if this was the regular season. And he suffered that sprain on September 26th against the Padres. However, it is noted by Dave Roberts, the Dodgers manager, Clayton's done everything he can to keep this thing moving forward, giving himself a chance to participate in the postseason. But where he's at right now, physically the foot, the toe just is not cooperating. It's actually getting worse. This is it for Clayton in 2024. And by the way, recent update at the Kansas City Royals have retaken the lead 5-4 at Yankee Stadium. The Alabama Crimson Tide have been upset by the Vanderbilt Commodores 40-35 at Vanderbilt. And though Ryan Williams tried to get the back on the course, Vanderbilt held its own. Diego Pavia led the way, 16-20, 252 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cedric Alexander scored 2 touchdowns on the ground, despite totaling 64 rushing yards on 21 carries. Eli Stowers, 113 receiving yards on 6 catches at First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. So the Dodgers' bats will be second right after the Padres have their turn. So the Guardians, they shellacked the Tigers 7-0. The Mets beat down on the Phillies 6-2. So we're getting ready to go here in Los Angeles. We'll have the Padres going up first. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 1-0 in 4 starts after the IL. 2.92 ERA before the IL in 14 starts. 3.38 ERA after those 4 starts after the IL. 107 whip before. 137 after. Used to have fastball 40% of the time. Splitter 24. Curveball 23. So he's primarily using these 3 pitches the majority of the time. The fastball, splitter, curveball. Fastball, splitter, cutter. So Arise, Tatis, and Profar. First 3 up. We'll see which pitchers can get the job done, because this is going to be a war of attrition at the bat. And it begins with this man, Luis Arraez, who was the best batter for the Padres in the regular season. Thus far, who knows if it's been rather quiet for him. Here's the first pitch, and it's on the bottom line. 97 miles an hour for Yamamoto. Faked out Arraez. 314 batting average in the regular season. 349 in the wild card series against the Atlanta Braves with 2 runs. And this is 1-1. This was outside the zone this time around. It's on through 93 on the splitter. Dan Bellino is the crew chief. He's the third base umpire. Yamamoto readies up. He is a righty. Ground ball to left for base hit. Arraez leads off with base hit for San Diego, and they're up and running. It's a patient short stroke to the ball, and just like that, Arraez knew that was going over to the left side once he hit on that. He was an acquisition for the Miami Marlins in the midseason. He has since led off for the Padres, and that was in and out of Will Smith, and now move Arraez to second. Fernando Tatis, 4 for 6 in the postseason at the number 2 spot. The star right fielder. 7 total bases. Second on the team in the postseason to Kyle Higashioka, who has 2 home runs. Tatis has the other home run for San Diego. It's a pass ball for Yamamoto. They're going to score as such. Yamamoto down low. It is now 2-0 on the count. It was a very tough play for the Yankees and trying to tag out one of the Royals runners. Their runners at first and second with Bobby Wood Jr. on the plate against Clay Holmes. Yamamoto gets set for a 6th pitch. Here it is. Down low and it's missed. Slider 88. It's now a 2-1 count for Tatis as he drove on that down low. 1-0 for Witt against Holmes. We're in all-round game 1 of all of each series. NLDS is the best of 5. 2-1. Spike to the dirt, and that's another pass ball. And that moves Arraez to third base, so he is getting closer. Middle to 6, Royals lead 5-4, and what's been a very tight game. So Yamamoto throws 2 pass balls, and that went off the chest plate of Smith. And twice a rise has been moved. This time will be a wild pitch. 3-1. And Tatis will take the walk. So it was low that time. Jerks and Profar. Up next. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, watching hours. I'll tell you how Yamamoto's first postseason outing goes. So far, not to the best of starts. Profar is 1-for-7 this postseason. And the regular season for Profar, as he takes that one at the top left corner, they're going to count as ball 1. The Profar with a 280 batting average in the regular season, 380 on-base percentage, 24 home runs on the year. Tied for second on the team with Jackson Merrill, right behind Manny Machado's 29. 1-0. Downstairs, Splitter 93, and Smith had to run up to secure that. A rise did not go. 10 pitches into the day for Yamamoto. He already has 2 walks. And the ERA by inning for Yamamoto in the first 3, 4.76. But in the 4-4 later, 0.69. He's a pitcher that can get better with time. It's 2-0. This one. Swinging a foul to the back. 97. Fastball. Machado with a 275 batting average in the regular season. Tatis and Solano have higher batting averages. And Merrill and Profar. Profar at 280. Merrill at 292. Tatis 276. Solano 286. Luis Arias 318. The only over 300 batter. And did that catch Profar? They'll say no. 3-1. The NHL season coming soon. John and I will have the coverage of the Florida Panthers and the Boston Bruins this coming Tuesday. Panthers on banner night. 3-1 with nobody out. Bouncing ball to second, and there'll be a toss to first. And this will be a sacrifice ground out for San Diego. They're on the board first, with Profar scoring in a rise. Runner at second base. Runner at second base, that is Tatis, with Manny Machado on the plate. Blues raining down here at Dodger Stadium. 13 pitches into the day for Yamamoto. Swing and a miss at the left side. Fastball 96. He wanted to go after that. In the wild card, Machado was 1-for-7. A double and 2 RBI. Get Ian on board. 14 pitches in for Yamamoto. Foul to the back off the tip of this bat. 0-2 now to count. Welcome on board, Ian.
Oh, man. It is. Alec, I'm not going to survive this game. Oh.
But I see that we're paying attention to both games at once.
You know what? Hang on. I gotta get it right. Alec, we are calling both games.
We see Sam Long walking one of the batters, and Machado. This is going to go over to deep left field. That is long gone. Manny Machado puts an emphasis for San Diego. Free nothing. And already at the top of the first inning, Machado 398 feet to left, 103 miles on the exit velocity. So 0-2, meanwhile, at Yankee Stadium, Sam Long, 6 pitches in, up against Gleyber Torres. 0-2 with no outs. Juan Soto on deck. Torres is the leadoff. And I was upstairs for long. And a high five is beginning at the San Diego dugout. Left line on a curveball by Yamamoto against Jackson Merrill, who is 3-4-7 in the postseason thus far. This rookie, he is in the NL Rookie of the Year conversations with Jackson Chourio and Paul Skeens. 0-1. And he pumped and missed on the fastball. It went upstairs. Probably a ball he should not have swung at. Third career postseason game for Merrill, but so far, he's not folding under the pressure.
Let's go. Swung on and missed. Gleyber Torres has struck out. And now he has to face Soto.
Hey, oh man, you're ahead of me. Yep, just got that. A swing and a miss for Torres. He is punched out. First out off the bottom of the 6th. So Yamamoto, he's a pitcher that gets hotter whenever the game goes forward. In the first 3 innings, he starts off slow. But in the 4th inning and later, he heats up. See if this goes. This is popped up at left field. This is Teoscar Hernandez who will make the catch. 2 up and 2 away. And for this Dodger offense, they have a 45% chance to score 3 or more runs against Dylan Cease. They average 5.2 runs per game, which is second in the MLB. 776 OPS against righties. And 2.6 run. However, they've averaged 2.6 runs per game in their last 2 NLDS series, which they have to shake off that funk. It says chop to right field, and it's down for a base hit. Mookie Betts takes care of it, and it's a base hit for San Diego. And this ball is over to right field at New York. Juan Soto gets a base hit. Xander Bogaerts at first. All right, so now, bottom of the 6th, 1 out. You do not, against Aaron Judge, do not throw a fastball.
Nope, and you know what? They are bringing in Lorenzen.
And so Sam Long is done.
Yeah. He got Torres out.
So Phil Lorenzen, with him, you can pitch at least 2 innings. It's Cronenworth. He showed a bunt. That's foul to left. Fastball 96. And with Lorenzen, he can pitch at least 2 innings of this. If Kansas City holds this lead, then Phil, you get your setup man out there. I would believe Chris Bubich would be the setup man. And then if this lead persists, Ursig time. 0-2 to Cronenworth. He has yet to have a hit in this postseason. Runner at first is Xander Bogaerts, who plays shortstop. Cronenworth plays second base. Donovan Solano, who last year was on the Minnesota Twins, plays first base. Yamamoto gets set for the 0-2. Spike to the dirt. Good block by Will Smith. Bogaerts did not move. It is 1-2. And it was on a curveball. Next game between them, we'll see Yu Darvish and Jack Flaherty on the mound. "26 pitches for Yamamoto in this first inning. See if he can get the last out. He can't this time. 97 this fastball, but it was outside the bottom right corner. Interestingly, in this series, it is guaranteed that a duo of Japanese players will move on to the NLCS. Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Yu Darvish and Yuki Matsui for the Padres. This is grounded to second, taken care of by Gavin Lux and Freddie Freeman, and the Dodgers bats will go on the plate for the first time. Back in just a moment from Dodger Stadium as we head to Yankee Stadium. Dodger Stadium was the site of the four stadium series games a decade ago between the Anaheim Ducks and the Los Angeles Angels. Two of them were played at Yankee Stadium, both of which involved the New York Rangers. The last one, this was pot free. Michael Lorenzen in now. Salvador Perez, the catcher. The other Stadium Series game was at Soldier Field in Chicago. The following year, there will be a Stadium Series game held at Levi Stadium between the Kings and the San Jose Sharks in 2015. At the left line for Lorenzen, it's 0-2 for Aaron Judge. Runners at first and second here at New York. Matt Quatraro watches on. They see if this can be 3 straight strikes here for Lorenzen. The 0-2. I drive but a foul. That fastball came in at 96 miles an hour, and that's the type of pitch that Judge likes. It could be the first sign of trouble if he finds one that he really loves. Do remember, Soto's at first, Verdugo's at second. 0-2 again. Spike to the dirt, and it becomes 1-2. The Judge, who is one of the league leaders in home runs this year, up there with Shohei Ohtani and Anthony Santander of the Baltimore Orioles, is very dangerous, especially at Yankee Stadium. And exhale! Judge punches out. Now we get Dylan Cease on the mound for San Diego as he walks up. First 19 starts this year, he was 7-8. But in his last 14, 7-3. So now up for Lorenzen, who he is facing, is Austin Wells, the catcher. Their rookie. Fourth in this order, Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter for LA. Leave it away. His 50-50 campaign. He punched at that one, and this one is down at right field. Tying run on its way. Salvi can't get it. Tie game. It's 5-5. And Ohtani. Fastball, he fouled it. 98 on this fastball for Cease. Mookie Betts on deck, the former Red Sox. Cease has that nice mustache, though. It's be smiling that he is no longer with the Chicago White Sox. The 0-2 from Cease. Ohtani launches it to left, but it's fouled. 99, this fastball. For Ohtani, between him and his 50-50 season, and last year for Ronald Acuna Jr.'s 40-70 season, both were equally as impressive. 0-2 again. Now it's 1-2 on a slider 89 that was spiked to the dirt. 0-1 count for 0-1 count here. And this is fouled for Giancarlo Stanton, 0-2. Fans have their phones out here trying to watch an Ohtani home run to bring this to within 2. It's now 2-2. And the one time I covered the Padres and Dodgers, it was the Padres winning that game to clinch a playoff spot on a triple play. Ground ball to third is going to be a tough play. Here's the throw all the way to first. Punched out. There'll be no runs scored here this time around. The Royals get the final out. This one popped up, and Ohtani will sit down.
All right, it's tied. Going into the top of the 7th, we got Vinny, Salvi, and Yuli coming up. Yuli Gurriel stretching out, making that extra stretch to get that ball.
Yeah, that 40-year-old is so reliable.
Yes, he is.
And for Dylan Cease, he likes that fastball and slider the most. Those are the most two common pitches that he uses, over 40% of the time. The other pitches that Cease uses, under 10%. 0-1 count for Betts. Check swing at first base. He is safe, 1-1. On the year, Betts batted at a .289 batting average. Was part of that Boston Red Sox team that won the World Series 6 years ago. And check swing again. He's safe, 2-1. A two-time World Series champion, won once with the Red Sox, another with the Dodgers. The 2-1-2 Betts. Swing and a miss. Slider 90. The other pitch that Cease likes to go to. And whichever one he uses, it could be equally as deadly. I do want to point to something once we get into the in-between. The 2-2. Full count now with one out. 98 on the fastball. And Mookie Betts, a reliable seasoned vet who provides World Series experience to the Dodgers, especially since he won one. And Betts is going to walk. Outside at bottom left, it was closer towards the dirt. He's now at first. So now that the Padres are without Joe Musgrove, they'll have to weigh on their options to who will replace him. You remember they have Michael King at their disposal. He was the Game 1 starter against the Atlanta Braves. But the Game 2 projected starter for San Diego is Yu Darvish. After him, do they go back to King or do they go to Martin Perez?
Not sure on that one. No, Joe Musgrove he's not a pitcher that you can just plug someone else in and have everything be all right.
He's not simply someone you can replace, as Freddie Freeman swung it onto the top right corner and missed on it. 1-1 count. 14 pitches in for Cease. So, Musgrove being a crucial piece to the Padres puzzle. And he's not someone that you can replace in the lineup that easily. Even worse is that he's going to have to dread a Tommy John surgery as Freeman slugs it over to right field for a base hit, and Betts will stay put at second base. This is a mile-high pop at shallow left. Who'll catch it? It'll be the left fielder for New York, Alex Verdugo. And Quay Holmes is still in for the Yankees. He lost the closer spot to Luke Weaver. It is still a 5-5 game. It could very easily go to extra innings. Bottom right. Ball 1. And Salvador Perez takes ball 1. It was very close to his strike. Teoscar Hernandez, who came over to Seattle Mariners, very reliable at-bat as he takes strike 1, but that's a very curious one as it was a little low. Perez pumped and missed. He went low on that one. For 84 batting average since July 1st with runners in scoring position, which ranked 4th in the entire NL. You have Freeman at first, Betts at second. Teoscar, this may turn 2. 1 is turned away, and Teoscar is safe. It's a fielder's choice. It was an opportunity for the Padres to turn 2, but Teoscar Hernandez is safe at first base. Essentially is a fielder's choice with Freddie Freeman turned away. That catch was a little too high for Donovan Solano. He had to leave the first base area so that he can make that catch. It puts Mookie Betts at third base, so the Dodgers are in prime position to tie this game up at 3 apiece. However, with Max Muncy in the mold, can that happen? Nice curveball by Dylan Cease. and send one towards the middle and then fold out Muncy. And you have Yuli Gurriel at the plate for Kansas City. 1-1 with 2 outs up against Holmes. High drive for Gurriel to shallow center. Called for and fielded. Muncy, 232 average, 15 home runs. It could be realistic that he ties it up. Not for certain though. He is a power batter. But he doesn't bring that same speed as others have. 0-2. Upstairs. 99 on the fastball. Becomes a 1-2 count for Cease up against Muncy. And while it was fielded by Machado at third base, Machado took care of the runner towards second base, Freddie Freeman. 20 pitches thus far for Cease. The 1-2. That went low. Good block there by Kyle Higashioka that keeps Mookie Betts at bay. Now a 2-2 count as Muncy is growing out his beard and his mustache. And Dave Roberts watching onwards. And speaking of the Dodgers, when we speak of them, it's very quasi that they would continue to re-sign Andrew Toles to 1-year contracts so that he has access to the team's mental health facilities as Muncy he pumps and misses. So the Dodgers do not get any runs. They do have 1 hit, but that is all. Padres lead 3-1 heading into the second. But it's still nice of the Dodgers to keep Andrew Toles around on 1-year contract so he has access to the team's health services. So that he takes care of his mental health. That's always important. And even though he's not playing anymore, he's still a valuable member of the Dodgers family. So to recap the earlier games, and I know there's no easy transition from one topic to the next, to recap the earlier games, the first game saw a 7-0 drubbing by the Cleveland Guardians on the Detroit Tigers. That first inning especially was all Guardians. Jose Ramirez sacrificed himself to score in Stephen Kwan. David Fry was safe on a fielding error by Zach McKinstry. Josh Naylor hit a base hit to right, scoring in Fry, and in Elaine Thomas, who the Guardians got from the Washington Nationals, homer to left center, and scoring both Ramirez and Josh Naylor. That wasn't all though. In the 6th inning, Cleveland got an RBI double from Fry to score in Stephen Kwan and John Kensey Noel. And to say the least, that was not a good look on AJ Hinch for when he decided not to start Reese Olson for this game and use Tyler Holton as an opener.
Never. Still gonna be questioning that for a while.
You have both him and Keider Montero at your disposal. You could have used either one of them as your starter. Yet you went to Holton, a reliever, to begin this game. That usually does not end off well. Bullpen games are for teams that usually have deep bullpens. The Tigers are a young team and are still a work in progress despite making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I will not be casting a game tomorrow as I'll be doing an episode of Sports Symposium with Prince. That's at 8:30 Eastern Time. We have Lorenzen coming back onto the mound for the Royals in the 7th inning. Though, interestingly, on Monday, I want to wonder, are Kansas City residents watching both the Royals and the Chiefs at the same time on Monday? Because there's the Royals game and the Chiefs game are scheduled for right around the same time.
I'm going to be flipping back and forth as much as I can. What is taking so long?
I wonder what is taking so long here as well. Yamamoto, he deals a strike and a ball. And Bob Boone, he was a Royals catcher for 2 years. He won a Gold Glove with them. Was their manager for 3 years, 95 through 97. Aaron Boone used to play for the Yankees, by the way. Solano, he swung and missed. And Boone, he came up clutch during some of the Derek Jeter years. Foul ball here for Solano. This remains a 1-2 count. It's Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's 0 for 3 in this game. Fielder's choice and its last at-bat. It did not count as a bat. Chisholm swipes it over to right field as a base hit as Max Muncy makes the throw all the way to first to punch out Donovan Solano. And notable Padres who were gone from last year's roster include Seth Lugo, Michael Wacha, Juan Soto, Trent Grisham, Blake Snell, Gary Sanchez, Nick Martinez, and who became to be the Astros closer this year, Josh Hader. There's 8 notable Padres who were gone from last year's team, but they actually improved on this year. Not too much drama around the locker room as Higashioka takes ball 1, 2 for 5 this postseason. 35th pitch, Higashioka to Muncy. Long throw, no problem there. 2 up and 2 away. And you go back to the top of the order against Luis Arias, who was the best batter in the NL West. And to note of that trade, you can say it's win-win as the Yankees, they got Soto and Grisham. The Padres got King, Higashioka, Drew Thorpe, and 2 others. Thorpe was then traded to the White Sox for Dylan Cease. So it's win-win for both teams if we're being honest. So between Arias and Volpe, they take strikes down low. Both of them, Arias, ball 1, on through between him and the left side of the strike zone. Ball 2 here for Volpe with no outs. Runner at first. Well, it's ball 3, rather. Oswaldo Cabrera on deck. Arias is the first player since 1900 to win a batting title with 3 different teams. It doesn't seem real. If Volpe thought he had a walk, it is a full count. 1-2 for Arias. Here's the pitch. 2-2 on the curveball. .269 batting average when he has 2 strikes. That's the league leading in the NL. On average, that would be .168 for batters who have on batting average with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Take strike 3. It's not a swing and miss. And Symphony number 5 plays at Dodger Stadium. It is at the bottom right side. Arias did not go, and it looked like it was going to be outside, but no. Strike him out, but it's not a strike him out, throw him out as Jazz Chisholm Jr. takes second base. The tag was a little late for Michael Massey.
Please don't tell me Contreras is going to try and challenge this. Please. Oh, wait a second.
Wait, there may be an angle.
Hold on a sec. I think we may have a good challenge here, Alec.
I think he may have a good angle here on how to challenge this. Contreras may have an argument. So the umpires are going to review this.
Oh my God, this would be huge.
This is huge. Because not only do you strike him out, it's a strike him out, throw him out double play in such a case. I think it may be a split second before.
Let's see.
That is very close.
That is very close. And remember, his foot comes off the bag. His foot comes off the bag for a second.
Let's see, because it's going to be very contested. Does that left foot touch the base? I think Massey got him by an inch. So Quatraro may have a legitimate argument on this strike him out, throw him out. And Salvi's throw was high. And it wasn't a perfect throw by any means, but this is still huge.
Yeah, let's see. Unfortunately, they're not going to get it, Alec, because replay review never goes our way.
Well, Yankees fans are celebrating, but I thought Quatraro had a good argument there because it was just a split second right before Chisholm touched the base. I thought he got him by an inch.
Calling the field stands. Fuck. Sorry for the language. Just,
No worries.
yeah.
I know the Dodgers are favored by most sports books against the Padres. I feel the Padres may have a better case against the Dodgers in most people's opinions. The Fox broadcast predicted 3 of the 4 analysts predicted the Padres would win this series, as this is strike 1 for Will Smith. But I feel the Padres, they have the complete package around them. The Dodgers, they have the bats. The Padres, they have the full package. Smith takes strike 2. Upstairs, he swung at it. 97 fastball. The 0-2. That one bottom left. Slider 90. So we'll play on here. Chisholm's at second. Cabrera now up against Lorenzen. This is foul back. 1-2. And Smith might have fouled off of this one. Slider 90. He'll stay put. Got Garcia third. Massey at second base. Win it short. Gurriel at first. Oh, low drive. It's going to be a strike him out, throw him out. It went to the dirt, took a bounce, and a throw by Salvi retires Oswaldo. It did come out of Paris' glove. Here's the 2-2. It went downstairs, not by much though. For Seamer, 98. It's a full count for Smith now after 2 straight strikes against righties. Opponents about a 189 against Cease, and against lefties, 212. Full count throw. And Smith draws a walk. That's 4 straight balls for him, and he's at first. In the postseason power outage, in the regular season 2 years ago, 5.2 runs per game. In the NLDS, just 3 runs per game. Will Smith and Justin Turner went cold. Last year, 5.6 runs per game. Second in the MLB, just 2 runs per game in the NLDS against the Arizona Diamondbacks. But without a pitching staff that is healthy, the Dodgers could do nothing against them. They were helpless. And here's a pickoff play. Bobby Wood Jr. could not get out Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1-0 against Gavin Lux. 251. Birdie throws in for Cease.
Yankees just took the lead.
About to see it. Swing and a base hit to left. Here comes Jazz Chisholm on his way in the throw to home. It bounces off of Salvi's glove. 6-5 Yankees. One Deluxe. Gavin Lux to right center. It's down for a base hit. That'll move Smith to second after his walk. That got away from Salvador Perez. And that was a good throw by all means, but Perez just let that one go. Oh, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. was very close to the home plate umpire. And we have a bullpen meeting for Michael Lorenzen. Bottom of the second, no outs. Tying run at the plate, and it's Tommy Edman, acquired for the St. Louis Cardinals. 247 batting average in the regular season as he pumped and missed on a high drive. 97 on the four-seamer. And Lorenzen's coming out.
Yep. It should have done this at the beginning, but, unfortunately, Matt Quatrero is too reliant on analytics.
1-1 now, as that throw is outside, top side for Edman. The address of this venue, named after Vince Scully, the legendary Dodgers broadcaster who covered this team for over 6 decades. 2-1 now for Edman. A walk here will load the bases. Mike Show taking notes. Ruben Niebla is the pitching coach for the Padres. And we have timeout called here by San Diego. Sold out crowd here at Dodger Stadium. A venue that can hold 56,000. Petco Park can hold 40,000 in comparison between the two. But these are both baseball cities. Los Angeles, with the Dodgers and Lakers being the most two popular teams in the city. With San Diego, the Padres are all they have left because of Dean Spanos relocating the Chargers to Los Angeles. Timeout's over. Walks at first. Smith at second. Tommy Edman pumps and misses. Four-seamer on the 97-mile-an-hour side is on the right line. So, what was that?
They brought in Urseg.
I wonder why. And Edman's going to sit down. He swung at a ball and missed it. One up and one away. Still the tying runners at the plate. But I wonder why Quatrero got Ursig for the situation. He's usually someone you bring in for the 9th inning.
I don't know, man.
Bottom of the second. One up and one away. Dodgers at the tying run at the plate, and it's Miguel Rojas. To the left, slider 89. One up. And so one ball and no strikes. Rojas, who batted .283 in the regular season. One of their best at-bats. And Shohei Ohtani's on deck, barring a double play. They are going to check the swing for Gleyber Torres. He did not go. It's 2-0. Down the middle for Rojas. 1-1. Ursa gets set. It's a 3-0 count. Fastball was on the left line for Ursig. That's outside for Cease. Four-seamer at 98. That fastball and the slider are the two that he uses a lot. But batters have had a tough time against either one. Bouncer fouled. It's now a 3-2 count. If I speak, swing and a miss. Fastball, another four-seamer. 97 miles an hour. Well, tough goings, Andrew.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Going good?
Yep.
And this may be the final out here. The throw there for Michael Garcia all the way to Yuli Gurriel for the final out. It still feels like a sting, that loss.
Are you talking to me, Alec?
What's that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I believe he is talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Thursday. Oh, yeah. That was a tough one. Hey. You think they should have put Fastball Freddy into close instead?
Probably. I was wondering about... I was asking about the possibility of why Devin Williams out there, utilizing the other day as Miguel Rojas. This is popped up to shallow center. Who wants it? It'll be fielded by Cronenworth. 2 up and 2 away. Still, the tying run is at the plate, and none other than Showtime to go up onto the plate. I know you have Freddie Peralta out there onto the plate. You leave him on for a second inning and have him record the final outs? Or do you go to someone else because Devin Williams was already used up?
Yeah. Still a head scratch remove. Everyone knows that.
But still, for a team that was projected to finish in the middle of the NL Central, it's still impressive that the Brewers made it to the playoffs nonetheless, especially since both Brandon Woodruff and Christian Yelich were knocked out for the year. Oh, that nearly hit Ohtani. 2 balls, no strikes after the slider at 90 miles an hour, and Dylan Cease is close to 50 pitches. He is not allowed a run, however, and that's most important for San Diego.
And now we are getting Tommy Kahnle.
Oh, Ohtani may have fouled it off himself, and that may have bounced off his tie. 2-1. Maybe stinging after that. And with Ohtani and Yamamoto on the same team, it appeases the Japanese baseball fan base, considering it's a strong Japanese link in the city of Los Angeles for baseball fans. You could also argue Seattle as well because of Ichiro Suzuki.
True. What's your World Series prediction now? Are you going Subway Series, or what are you thinking?
Oh, Subway Series could be nice. Here's Shohei Ohtani! Forget about it! It is long gone! We have a tie ball game! Welcome to the playoffs, Shohei Ohtani! It is showtime indeed! A one-of-a-kind athlete, one-of-a-kind baseball player. You got Tommy Kahnle for the Yankees pitching to the Royals in the meantime. So we're monitoring that game closely. Top of the 8th inning. The Kahnle pitching to MJ Melendez. But this game now tied. And there may be cause for concern for Dylan Cease. Mookie Betts, who walked in his previous at-bat. He takes strike 1 on the high side. Second one, bouncing ball to right. It's fouled. And Betts takes ball 1. That's the 50th pitch for Cease. The home run scored by Manny Machado and Shohei Ohtani. Machado's was a 2-run shot. Ohtani's was a 3-run shot. Betts. They're going to check the swing, but he retracted. 2 balls, 1 strike. And for Betts, who is a 2-time World Series champion, once with the Red Sox, once with the Dodgers, it's valuable World Series experience. For a Dodgers team that has struggled to get by the NLDS, Betts poked and missed. Slider 88 onto the bottom left side. It was outside the zone. It's right where the glove was at. For Kyle Higashioka, formerly with the New York Yankees, was involved in the Juan Soto trade. 2-2. Full count with 2 outs. It is 2-2 in the meantime. No outs for Melendez, who was 2 for 3 in this game. 54th pitch by Cease is the full count throw. Oh, they're going to punch him out. They checked the swing to make sure that he went fully across, but it didn't matter. He was on the left line, and Betts will sit down. Tie game here at Dodger Stadium, thanks to Shohei Ohtani. Over to Yankee Stadium now. We turn things over to the Royals and the Yanks, the Bronx Bombers. You know, Bob Costa's talking about the greatest Japanese baseball players around, like Ohtani, Ichiro. And you have Tommy Pham now on the plate. It's funny because he and Robbie Grossman were on opposite sides of last year's World Series. Now they're teammates on the Royals. Grossman was a Ranger. Pham was a Diamondback. 1 for 2 in this game, batting 7th in the order. I know it was 7-0 Guardians in the first game. And the second game, the Mets, once again with late inning heroics. And it's not the same guy as usually as it was in several times. This one's a fair ball. The throw all the way across from third to first is there. From Chisholm to Cabrera, 2 up and 2 away. So the thing is for the Mets, what's been defining this year's Mets team is late inning heroics. And that was the theme once again, especially in the last week. And it wasn't just 2 days ago, it was the first game of that doubleheader against Atlanta. Francisco Lindor was one of those players who had those late game heroics. Namely in that game in which that solidified the Mets playoff spot. And Edwin Diaz recording the final 5 outs. Today, it was Brandon Nimmo. And we discussed this on Danny Space in about late inning heroics from the Mets.
Yep.
It's not the same guy. It's someone different. Sometimes it's Lindor. Sometimes it's Pete Alonso. Sometimes it's Nimmo. You even have Mark Vientos chiming in. This time, and here it is both Nimmo and Vientos. Vientos started it. Nimmo finished it. Ball free for Garrett Hampson. And you have Michael Garcia on deck in the meantime. Third inning is beginning here at LA. First pitch is a strike. Strike 1 thrown to Hampson. Mike Schilt, Manager of the Year in 2019 with the St. Louis Cardinals. And he is a candidate for NL Manager of the Year this year. 1-1 for Tatis, who walked in his first at-bat. And Hampson is going to walk to first.
All right. You got speed on the base path. So maybe they'll try that strategy.
You got the pitching coach up for Conley. 2-1 count for Tatis. Yamamoto did have a better second inning compared to that first inning. But so far, it's not going well against Tatis. And after Tatis, you have Jurickson Profar. And Conley is coming out. Here's the free one. Ground ball to deep center. Is this going to hit the wall? It gets to the warning tracks. Tatis is still going on his way to second base for a double. So Tatis was in the middle of some drama with the Padres throughout last season. Between him and with Manny Machado. So far, that seemed to be resolved. But with the 8-man turnover, with the Padres trading Juan Soto and Trent Grisham for Michael King, and a player that I mentioned who was used for in the Dylan Cease trade, popped up for Jurickson Profar, but it is over to shallow center. Gavin Lux will take care of it. He waves off Miggy Rowe, and it does not move Tatis one bit. 1 up and 1 away in this tie ball game at Dodger Stadium. And so far in that first inning, it was Manny Machado, 103.3 miles an hour to left field on a 2-run shot. Apex was 93 feet up into the air, 398 feet to distance. Then at the bottom of the first, it was Shohei Ohtani. First career postseason home run for him. Machado had a hit in his first at-bat in this game. Yamamoto's 47 pitch. Machado all the way down over left field. Teoscar Hernandez, this time, it's right there over the warning tracks. And Tatis does not move. 2 up and 2 away. But had he been at third base, I would assure you that would have been a sac fly. It had the length, Ian. Just not the... It had the height, Ian. But not the length. Now you got Jackson Merrill, 1 of 3 NL Rookie of the Year candidates, as this is a low drive and a miss. 92 miles an hour on the splitter. As Yamamoto is nearing 50 pitches. 24 home runs for the rookie on a 292 batting average. And Michael Garcia, now at the plate, 1 for 3 up against the Yankees closer, Luke Weaver, who is trying to get a 4-out save. Second pitch, and that's fouled back. 96 on the fastball, and you have the Death Star sound at Yankee Stadium. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It went upstairs for Jackson Merrill. This fastball came in at 95 miles an hour as Yamamoto's getting Merrill to bite on pitches in which he should not have. And is this going to be a disengagement? It is going to be a disengagement for Garrett Hampson. Trying to pick him off. The pickoff was not there. And Hampson, he was trying to run. Weaver almost faked out Hampson. Now this pickoff attempt, safe at first. 1-2 in the meantime for Merrill. On Yamamoto's 50th pitch. Will be the 51st here. Foul back on a fastball 96. Once again, it's 0-2 for Garcia with 2 outs. 1-2 for Merrill with 2 outs. Score 6-5 Yankees. Top 8th inning. 3-3. Merrill drives it up. It's going into foul territory. Is this going to be inside? No, it reaches the dugout. So Jackson Merrill now. Ball 2, curveball 81. 2-2. And that was actually Garcia who batted it up. In the foul territory, the play was not there. That was a good eye for Merrill, who has that hand-eye coordination for Slam Diego. One of the many nicknames at the Padres. 3 straight balls after 2 strikes to begin this sequence. As this one is low, and a swing and a miss for Garcia. Weaver does the job. And he will whistle his way to the dugout. Soto's 3 for 4. He is very dangerous. But Aaron Judge has been held without a hit thus far. Full count throw. And that walks Merrill as it went low. The splitter 93 did not go well for Yamamoto. Game 1 is best of 5. And right after Merrill, you have Xander Bogaerts, who is 125 so far in the postseason. Though it's just 2 games 147 entering this game. So it's a very small sample size, and it can be very fluky. Mound meeting initiated by Mark Pryor, who is the pitching coach. And of note, the Dodgers are without Clayton Kershaw for the remainder of the year. He joins Tyler Glasnow and Gavin Stone among pitchers on the starting rotation who are out for the remainder of the year. And it could be likely that we may have seen the last of Kershaw as a Dodger. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Yamamoto 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout so far on the day for him. Now he is tasked with going up against Xander Bogaerts. Had a base in the first, 11 home runs on the year. His first pitch, downstairs, Splitter 91. This Dodgers team doesn't really have a clear closer. They go by a closer by committee. Would it be Evan Phillips, who has been their main closer throughout these years? Michael Kopech was the closer they picked up from the White Sox. 1-1, as this was fouled back. The other guy who they have utilized as a closer is Daniel Hudson, who is 36 years old. And I feel the top 2 options for such a usage would either be Phillips or Kopech. Yamamoto looks back and forth. The 1-1. Line drive to the left, and it's a base hit. The go-ahead run on its way, and they'll score. The other one's in. Fernando Tatis and Jackson Merrill both score, and it's 5-3 San Diego. An RBI double for the Padres from Xander Bogaerts. Merrill and Tatis in. High line drive as the fielding was missed for Teoscar Hernandez. He slid and could not pick it up. Takes the bounce off the wall, and that was a friendly bounce for Bogaerts. Once Merrill saw that, he took off and went with it. And Lucas Erceg is still going. A pitch is in. Now going up against Soto. Soto swung and missed. 1-2 count. Next will be the 10th. Top of the third with 2 outs. A bases clearing double. And Bogaerts at second base. And already the bullpen's getting warmed up. Ryan Brazier. Bottom right, Juan Soto is punched out. So Bogaerts is at second base. Yamamoto is 57 pitches in. Cronenworth 0 for 1. First pitch. Took it low. Curveball 78. And the changeup was right on cue. Swing and miss. 0-1 count for Aaron Judge. And here is Xander Bogaerts, who stays put. 2-0 count. He thought about going to third base, but thought better of it. But as he was trying to get back, he almost got caught by Will Smith. The 2-0. This is lined up to left field, spotted by Teoscar Hernandez. And that'll seal off any other threats of damages. Middle of the third, it is 5-3 San Diego. That's the same amount of hits each team has. 5 for the Padres, 3 for the Dodgers. It's a 1-2 count for Judge up against Erceg. The pitch. And Judge will sit down. He swung and missed at it. So the top two threats are out the way. Now you have Austin Wells. You gotta get this. You gotta get the last out here, and then get a clutch hit. Up next, Massey, Witt, and Pasquantino. Top of the order, and Massey's been very good this postseason as the leadoff. 417. That's his batting average. It's funny because the Royals, they have more runs than the entire ALWCS series against the Orioles between both them and Baltimore combined. Now that series was more of a defensive war of attrition. And a pitching matchup. Game 1 between Burns and Reagan. Since this is 3-1, swinging a foul to right. It's Ursix trying to get this last out here. This 8th inning. Juan Soto looks on. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss for Wells. Full count this time for him. Up against Ursig, who's wanting to get the last out of this 8th inning. And right on cue, we hit the Head and Shoulders commercial. And Wells will walk. And right on cue, Patrick Mahomes and the Head and Shoulders advertisement. Now you have Giancarlo Stanton now up for the Yanks. He was with the Miami Marlins before he came over to the New York Yankees in 2018. So that's strike one for Stanton. 27 in the pinstripes. 0 for 3 of a walk. Now at the bottom of the third. And the go-ahead run delivered thanks to Xander Bogaerts' RBI double. Skied up. Is this in the tracks of Salvi? No. It is a foul ball, though, so it's an 0-2 count. Dave Roberts' 627 career winning percentage is the highest among active managers. But he has that infamous track record in the postseason of overmanaging bullpens. Last year he could only do so much because he didn't even have a healthy starting rotation or a healthy bullpen. 1-1. And this is driven to right field by Freddie Freeman. Does not reach the warning tracks. Freeman's going to stop at first base. So there's a good start for Freddie. 1-2 for Stanton. Once he saw that, he delivered. That's to the left for Ursig. 2-2. Nearly 25 pitches in. Kike Hernandez is on the bench. They got Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch, driven low, sweeper 83. And Ursig wanting to get this delivered. Freddie Freeman, first among hits and RBI, among active players, fourth, and all things else. So it's 2-2 on the foul ball. 59th pitch for Cease is 1-1 count for Teoscar. Freeman readies up at first base. Ursig the delivery. Giancarlo Stanton fouls again, 100 miles an hour. Cease on delivery. Teoscar had to get away from that. It was closer to him, but it's a 2-1 count now on ball 2 that went upstairs. That is the 60th pitch for Cease. The Padres, they have a stellar bullpen. Here comes the throw to second. Freddie Freeman is safe. That tag was late, although Teoscar took strike 2 swinging. Freddie Freeman on a bad ankle. He wanted to risk it. And yes, he did risk it. Time called by Ursig. And he lost his helmet doing so. You know, Freeman running on a bad ankle does bring me flashbacks to that Super Bowl one when Mahomes was on a bad ankle.
Yeah,
In a way.
In a way. Alright, hey Alec. I'm gonna get off and watch the top of the ninth by myself. I'll join you when that's over. I need to see what happens in real time.
Gotcha. So, the Royals with one last chance. Ooh. Yeah, Freddie Freeman on that bad ankle. Is he good to go later on? He did slide on his way to second. And did he stay on the base? He touched it. It's very difficult to see. Yeah, the tag is being made. I think it's a uniform. So Mike Shote is challenging this in the meantime at the stolen base. Did he get part of the uniform beforehand? This review is taking a while. Shote was a manager before with the St. Louis Cardinals. One of the winningest teams all time in the MLB. Yeah, but it has to be clear and conclusive. I don't feel that. And indeed, Freddie Freeman is safe. It feels like there was no conclusive evidence that Freddie Freeman left second base when trying to steal it. So it took a while for it to be reviewed and confirmed. You have to be conclusive. 61 pitches in for Dylan Cease. A 2-2 count for Teoscar. Tying run at the plate again for LA. The 2-2. Teoscar fouls it back. Fastball 97. It will remain a 2-2 count. And as Dave Roberts knew that the call was going to stand, high-fived. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Teoscar sit down. Fourth strikeout for Cease. And that's one up and one away. As that happened, it'll be Max Muncy up next. Manny Machado delivered the home run for the Padres to left center, scoring in Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis has been involved in the two most recent Padres scoring plays. On a Xander Bogaerts RBI double to left, and this is to shallow left. Stepping up at left field to make the catch was Jurickson Profar. 2 up and 2 away. The Royals, one last chance. Michael Massey can deliver. 2 for 4 thus far in this game with 2 base hits. First one on the right line, change of 87. With Luke Weaver trying to get a 4-out save. Will Smith now, who walked in his first at-bat. Smith fouls to left. So Massey, 0-1. 1-1 now. "65 pitches in for Cease. He turned to a bullpen outing for San Diego quickly. Swinging a miss down low for Massey. 1-2. Here's the 0-1. Smith. This is going on to right. Onto the stance. Now it's 0-2. 1-2 for Massey. To another foul, but Another foul ball. 325 two-out runs for the Dodgers, which ranks second in the MLB. And that's fouled away again for Massey. Stay put again. 0-2 for Smith. 5-3, Padres lead. Another 0-2. Smith once again fouls. And that's 67 throws for Cease. 1-2. Massey fouls again. We'll have to do it again. 2-2. Upstairs at the four-seamer, 97 miles an hour. 1-2 count. And Dylan Cease wanting to get the groove right back on Will Smith. Looks back and forth, now delivers to 1-2. 2-2. Slider 89, that was to the left. And Freeman makes no attempt to steal third. 2-2 in the meantime for Massey. 10 pitches already for Weaver. Dylan Cease looks back and forth. Swing and a miss. Massey will sit down. And the Yankees will whistle. 2-2. Chopped and a foul to the left side. Slider 89. To the four-seamer. To Michael Massey was tough to handle for Weaver. 6-5 Yankees thus far. Royals have been in low-scoring outings before. Each one of their games have been decided by one run. Smith on a 2-2. Fouls back, slider 91. And for Bobby Witt Jr., it is 1-0 on the count. The sequence going on for well too long. Another 2-2. Low drive and a miss. Sweeper this time got him out as he reached out for a ball he shouldn't have. This one to the left for Witt. 0 for 4 in this game. He can deliver a big time swing. 2-0 is his count. After 3, it is 5-3 San Diego. The 3-0 now. Weaver continues to deliver for the Yankees. 3-0 for Witt. Low side. Fastball 95 will line up perfectly on the bottom line. 3-1 count. 15 pitches for Weaver. Was in line for a 4-out save. Lengthy sequence with Bobby Witt Jr. trying to tie this game up. Should he reach? Go-ahead run may be at the plate for Vinny Pasquantino. The 3-1. Witt fouls it to left. Someone's going to get it over by the stance. We'll continue on. 3-2 to count. You have Bobby Witt Jr. and then Vinny Pasquantino on the sequence. Salvador Perez should either one reach. 3-2. Witt drives it. Is it in play? No. It's foul. So Weaver taking his turn with this. As Witt is waiting for this next pitch. A full count throw again. Which will be Weaver's 18th. Here's the count. And Witt yet again fouls it. And going on forever. $18 pitches already for Witt. Which 0 for 4. Need a sequence. Need a clutch hit here. Got him! Strike free on the bottom line. And the Royals down to their last out. This is so we're having views of the Santa Monica Pier. We begin the fourth inning at LA as Luke Weaver punches out Witt on the low side, and he is upset. Tomorrow, Mets and Phillies, Padres and Dodgers, 3 Eastern, 8 Eastern. So Weaver, first pitch, it was down through. So we're 9 miles between Citi Field and Citizens Bank Park on the East Coast. Between Dodger Stadium and Petco Park, 124 miles. 1-0 for Pasquantino. Pasquantino 0 for 4. Flew out his last at-bat. 262 batting average with 19 home runs. As Weaver gets set. 4-1-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup 88 miles an hour. He and Witt do not have a hit. Ryan Brasier. 29 games with 4 starts, 5 walks, 25. So last effort, the last chance for Pasquantino. Down to the Royals' last life of this game. The 1-2. Oh, that nearly hit Pasquantino. 2-2. And the starting rotation was Tyler Glasnow, Yamamoto, Bobby Miller, Gavin Stone, James Paxton. In the postseason, it became Yamamoto, Jack Flaherty, Walker Buehler, Landon Knack. The 2-2. Ground ball. This will be handled at first base by Oswaldo Cabrera and the New York Yankees. Deliver in Game 1 with a 6-5 victory. So the ERA starters ranking 19th in the MLB, 4.23 ERA. So Clayton Kershaw has been shut down for this postseason. He will not pitch. Ryan Brasier is warming up. The Yankees get it done in Game 1. 6-5 to win. Each and every one of the Royals games has been decided by one score. The winning run. The winning run by the Yanks delivered in the 7th inning by Alex Verdugo, scoring in Jazz Chisholm Jr. So to recap, Tommy Pham on a sac fly to score Yuli Gurriel. Gleyber Torres, home run shot to right to score Verdugo and Torres himself. In the 4th inning, MJ Melendez to right center, and Gurriel scored. 2 bases loaded walks. Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe scoring in Torres and Aaron Judge. Garrett Hampson, RBI base hit, and scored Gurriel and Tommy Pham. Wells answered with an RBI base hit to score Verdugo. Then Verdugo delivered the winning run in the 7th and scored Chisholm. Donovan Solano is now up. He is 8th in this order. Oh for 1 with a ground out in the 2nd. 285 in the regular season. 8 home runs. And that's on the left line. Brasier delivers 96 on the sinker for that first pitch towards Solano to begin this 4th inning. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto is done after 3 innings, 60 pitches, 5 hits, 5 earned runs. The first side trouble. Bottom left, sinker 96. You can count it as a strike. Or are they? They have it listed as a 1-1. The Fox scoreboard corrected is 0-2. Ground ball onto Rojas, who will deliver to first. 1 up and 1 away. Kyle Higashioka now, former Yankee, who was involved in the Juan Soto trade. It's delivered for them. 220 batting average, 17 home runs. Higashioka is delivered. While he is not delivered of the same production as Soto, he is still reliable as ever. It's a catcher. Left wide. Fastball 96, 0-1. He's been all around this place, which includes no swing. Higashioka takes it downstairs on a slider at 88. The velocity change works for Ryan Brasier in getting things out. 1-1 count. Padres lead 5-3. The 1-1. And Higashioka, it's a fair ball. This one rolls on for the left field. Higashioka's still going to second base. He's there. A double. Luis Arias now batting .364 on the year. And that slipped right by the catching glove of Max Muncy as he tried to dive for the right side. Nearly had it. Just off the tip of the glove. Brasier's is here. Top side. 96 on the fastball. So Arias, the best batter on the Padres. 739 OPS. And a .314 batting average. He's been so dynamic. Here's the 0-1. On the right, 95 fastball. He knows the strike zone better than anyone else here. The .366 batting average with runners in scoring position ranks second in the MLB. He's a power batter. His batting average shows for that. High fly ball. This is going to go to right field all the way back as Tommy Edman. This may be deep enough to move the bases. Higashioka to third. And Fernando Tatis Jr. now up. So you have Tyler Glasnow, Gavin Stone, Dustin May, all of them out for the year. Clayton Kershaw, 7 starts post-shoulder surgery. Tony Gonsolin has not pitched. He's in Tommy John rehab. And Walker Buehler has made 16 starts post-Tommy John rehab. Higashioka at third base. First pitch. Slider 87, that was down. A walk, a double, and 2 runs. He was involved in the last 2 scoring plays for San Diego. 1-0 with 2 outs. For San Diego's Brasier looks to third. Does he throw there? No. Downstairs, but on the line, 86 on the slider. It is a 1-1 count. And Tatis, one of the better players. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball 96. It was right down the middle for Brasier. So due up fourth. In the bottom of the fourth is Shohei Ohtani. No matter what happens here. Rojas was the last one. 1-2. Popped up. Who wants it? Brasier looks at it. Rojas is right there to receive it. And he will field it. So Ohtani's due up for the Dodgers. Next after this. How much longer does Dylan Cease have with him on this outing? Bottom of the Dodger order. Leadoff is Gavin Lux. The Shohei Ohtani is the leadoff man. Takes ball 2. That the first one was outside. So Lux is leading off here. Ohtani is the leadoff man for most other occasions. Cease 43 strikes on 74 pitches total. Fans getting back to their Cease. Here's the 2-0. Bouncing ball to first. Solano will toss it over to Cease. 1 up and 1 away. Now this goes to Edman. The trade deadline acquisition from St. Louis. Yamamoto gone after 3 innings. Cease is on. You're going to go to someone who can pitch multiple innings. Who would you go to if you're the Dodgers? You do have Michael Grove at your disposal for that, as Edman fouls it to right. You could give this young man a chance. Edman. Yo, 1. Edman showing bunt. This is going to be a tough play over to first. This throw is safe. Tommy Edman does the job. A bunt to first base on an infield base hit. Truly made life harder for Dylan Cease to get this all the way down. Usually the fastball is a swing and miss. As Dylan Cease is going to be it was a very tough play as Edman made it all the way to first base and reached there on an infield base hit. Cease, as he was backpedaling, tried to make the throw, but Edman knew that this was going to be tough for him. Low side slider at 84. Ohtani's on deck unless there's a double play for Rojas. 0-1. Edman gets set. So Rojas, bottom of the order. 0 for 1 so far. This is his second at-bat. Regular season wise, 283 with 6 home runs and 36 RBI of a 748 batting average. Runner at first is Edman. 5 hits in total for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss for Rojas. 2 from Freddie Freeman, 1 each from Shohei Ohtani, Gavin Lux, and Tommy Edman. Padres have 6 heat. It's 2 from Xander Bogaerts, 1 each from Luis Arias, Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, and Kyle Higashioka. This is foul to right on a line drive. And Mike Schilt watches on. And Rojas will get set to go again. As for the talk of this, if you want to trust the Padres or the Dodgers in such an occasion, there may be more faith in the Padres delivering. Here's the 1-2. And this is over the head of Bogaerts. No problem for him as Edman stops at second. That's a base hit for Miguel Rojas. And Shohei Ohtani. Go ahead, run at the plate. So remember, the Dodgers, they swept the Padres in 2020. And for the Padres, exact their revenge with a 4-game victory in 2022 in the postseason. The third time in the last 5 years in which these two meet in the NLDS. Dylan Cease will get pulled. He was slated to start Game 3 of the Wild Card Series, which never happened. But now he's getting pulled here in the 4th. We'll be right back. Ohtani's at the plate now. He has the first runs for the Dodgers in this game off his 3-run home run. He can deliver another one here. That was at his second at-bat. 372 feet to left. Just scored in him, Will Smith, and Gavin Lux. 0-1 with 1 out as he fouled to left. Adrian Morejon is in. 21 walks, 71 strikeouts in the regular season and 60 games played, 63 and 2/3 innings pitched. They have a 2.83 ERA. It's a very stacked bullpen. Morejon, oh my goodness, that nearly hit Ohtani. That sinker came in at 98 miles an hour, nearly caught Ohtani's funny bone. And it's not funny whenever someone gets hit in the funny bone. Cease is responsible for the runners at second and first. Edman and Rojas. 1-1. Upstairs. 2-1. And once again, it's a slider. The first 2 pitches were sinkers at 98 miles an hour. And on deck is Mookie Betts unless there's a double play. The 2-1. Ohtani. He fouls this to right. Fans were anticipating that he could get a line drive to right field to score in the runners at second and first, Edman and Rojas. They'll have to wait some more. He is electric at the bat, delivering the first 50-50 season in MLB history. Morejon looks to second. Now he delivers a 2-2. Full count, splitter 87. What do you do here if you're Adrian Morejon? Morejon has his hands busy with Ohtani. This is lined up to center and is down. Ohtani gets a base hit. Tommy Edman stops at third. Bases loaded now with Mookie Betts on for the plate. Go-ahead run is there. They can also tie this up with an RBI base hit. It would have been an easy score as well on a broken bat. That's a bomb that he crushed. Short to center fielder Jackson Merrill. And a huge opportunity for Mookie to deliver a go-ahead run. You also have Freddie Freeman on deck. However, in his postseason career with the Dodgers, he has been stellar in his first 2 years, not so much in the last 2. Top left corner, he was looking at it 87 miles an hour. Bases loaded. Ohtani first, Rojas second, Edman third. Deal 1. And Mookie fouls behind. Sinker 98. That's one of the main pitches for Morejon. It'll be a good time for Mookie Betts to turn around his postseason numbers because an 080 batting average in postseason play is not what you want for your star player. Oh my goodness, that nearly hit Mookie. He dove out of the way and it's 1-2. San Diego leads 5-3 still. Go ahead or tying run at the plate. Nearly is at the same place. And we have... Oh, I am stumbling on words. We have a 1-run game. Tommy Edmondson at a wild pitch. It may actually be called a pass ball. When you throw a splitter, you have to get it perfectly. That time it was not a splitter and it moves the bases. Edmondson, Rojas to third, Ohtani to second. And that nearly hit Mookie. It's not what you want of a split finger baseball. 2-2 count. And the recent score on a pass ball. You have Freddie Freeman on deck. And that's not a good feeling for a pitcher whenever the pitching coach is coming in. And Ruben Niebla wants to calm the nerves of Morejon. Bottom of the fourth, 2-2 with 1 out. And certainly Morejon is pitching scared. Well, they're going to do that and intentionally walk Betts to have Freddie Freeman on. Risky move. Very risky move. Freddie Freeman is coming on. So Freddie Freeman on a bad ankle. So with that, they're intentionally walking Mookie Betts right after a pass ball score. They make it a one-run game. It went in and out of Higashioka's glove. And Betts gets intentionally walked. Freeman 2 for 2. Freddie Freeman swatches this to right and may turn 2. The throw to home is there. Donovan Solano punches out Miguel Rojas. Still the bases are loaded, but Rojas is tossed out at home. He made the play look routine as Solano threw over to home. Did Rojas reach in as well? The foot may have been on the plate beforehand. The Dodgers are going to challenge it. It's too big of a run. But it may be such a big run from Rojas. Well, Rojas may have gotten the foot down, it seems. So they're looking for possible angles where Rojas may have gotten the foot down. The catch was made by Higashioka. I would believe his foot was down there first. Did the throw to home get there on time? It's a fielder's choice. Rojas tossed out at home. Each team gets 2 challenges. Roberts will lose his first challenge. He slides, trying to reach in. He slid there at home. And with the pitching change, it worked out for Adrian Morejon. So he got the first 2 outs of this 4th. And we'll have another pitching change in this 4th inning. Dylan Cease out. Adrian Morejon used up as well. Next pitcher is up next. will not cast a game tomorrow. So I have other obligations. Still with bases loaded. He scored as a Adrian Morejon wild pitch that scored in Tommy Edman. But Miguel Rojas was thrown out at home. Clutch throw by Donovan Solano right on time to Kyle Higashioka. But now you have the dangerous Teoscar Hernandez who can deal it. That's outside. Upstairs at 97 on the fastball. Ball one. Ohtani at third. Mookie at second. Freeman at first. Jeremiah Estrada is now pitching. 2.95 ERA. He can go on for the fifth inning. In such a case, here's the 1-0 to Teoscar. This is chip to center field. Off of Jackson Merrill. Ohtani scores. Here comes the go-ahead run. The Dodgers take the lead. 6-5. Thanks to Teoscar Hernandez. Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani both in. Freddie Freeman to third. Teoscar at first. That went off of Jackson Merrill's glove. Took a bounce. So the fastball right onto the cue of Teoscar Hernandez, which he likes. And it lined over the head of Jay Cronenworth and took a bounce short of Jackson Merrill, who couldn't pick it up. In the first lead of the game for the Dodgers, who tied it up on Shohei Ohtani's 3-run home run. And you have Max Muncy now up for LA. He is batting fifth in the order, has yet to record a hit thus far, 0 for 2. But Teoscar is delivered for LA. The 1-0. That curve to the top side, slider 89. So far, this game is not disappointing. Both teams are exchanging the lead back and forth. First inning, Profar Machado delivered. Second inning, it was Ohtani. In the third, it was Bogarts. Here in the fourth, Edman and Hernandez. Swing and a miss. On a four-seamer that came in at 98 miles an hour. Jeremiah Estrada still going. He's trusted by Mike Schoch to get the final out of this inning. And while he gave up the go-ahead run, he does punch out Muncy. Got him swinging and missing on the bottom side. Fifth inning is up next in this back and forth game one. Dodgers lead 6-5. We'll return. at the exact same score of how Yankees versus Royals finished. The thing here is, we're in the 5th inning. That score was in the 7th inning between Yanks and Royals. The 6-5 score in favor of the home team. Now you have Brazier still out there on the mound for LA, going up against Profar, Machado, and Merrill. 14 pitches in for Brazier. He can put in Michael Grove for a multi-inning outing if necessary. This was upstairs after one went downstairs. 2-0 already for Ryan Brazier. 57 in white and Dodger blue. Jurickson Profar 0 for 2 with an RBI. And strike one that was on the bottom line on a four-seamer at 94 miles an hour. 16 pitches in for Brazier. Inserted in the 4th inning by Dave Roberts after Yoshinobu Yamamoto struggled. Foul back, 2-2. Slider 85. In opposite innings, fans can't believe that there was no catch from Will Smith. Machado on deck. Teoscar Hernandez, who has just delivered the go-ahead run, he's at left field. RBI bases, scoring in Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss. Brazier sounds off Symphony number 5 and his first K of this postseason. So technically, the NHL regular season is underway. The New Jersey Devils sweeping the Buffalo Sabres in the NHL Global Series at Prague, Czech Republic. 4-1 and 3-1 victories as Machado pops it up and he fouls back. 0-1 for him. Boos were raining down for him. One of the more hated players in Los Angeles alongside Fernando Tatis Jr. A pop-up, that's going to be at shallow right center. Called for by Tommy Edman as he waves off Mookie Betts. And 2 up and 2 away. Jackson Merrill, who is the last man for San Diego. He can tie this game up, or he can get on the bases. And warming up in the meantime, well, Fox has made an error, but warming up now, and now coming out of the bullpen is Alex Vesia. We'll be right back. Well, here's the interesting note. The Los Angeles Dodgers have a postseason lead for the first time in 2 years. They did not have a lead at any point in last year's NLDS against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are trailing the entire time. Lost 11-2 in Game 1. Took 4-2 losses in Games 2 and 3. Alex Vesia is in for LA. Their next reliever onto the mound. He's going up against Jackson Merrill. Wild throw went upstairs. Slider came in at 86 miles an hour. Yoshinobu Yamamoto got the start. He will not qualify for a win. Vesia with a 1.76 ERA. But the best on the team is there's a swing and a miss from Merrill. Slider 84. It was on the right side, just past the right line of the strike zone. Bobby Miller's visibly struggled this year. 8.52 ERA. The 1-1. Oh, that's going to be ball 2. No, they're going a strike. They're calling it a strike. I thought he didn't go there, but he did. It was in and out the glove of Merrill, and now the towels wave here at Dodger Stadium. Foul ball to left. Slider 86. And Michael Kopech, who came in from the White Sox. ERA of 1.13. Been listed as their closer for most times and most occasions. The 1-2. Punched out! Vesia struck him out on a fastball, in which he went swinging after. Missed it by some time. And an inch. Dodgers on the bat when we come back. Will Smith leads off the bottom of the 5th. Jeremiah Estrada stays on. It's ball 1. And leave it away. Smith 0 for 1. walked into second, scored a run. And that was with him on the bases on Shohei Ohtani's 3-run shot. Smith, that is fielded by Machado, and Machado threw this away. The Dodgers get a break as Manny Machado threw the ball away. It goes into the Dodger dugout. Not what he and Donovan Solano had planned. It took a bounce on the way to third, and Machado, it sails over the head of Solano and onto the Dodger dugout. And as soon as he released that ball, might have known that that was trouble. Now Gavin Lux, 7th man in the order. And Will Smith now in scoring position. 1 for 2 as far as Lux. He himself into good production, and now Smith at second base. And Lux delivers on through left field for a base hit. Smith will stop at third. You now have runners in the corners for LA. Will Smith at third base will reach to second base on Manny Machado's throwing error. Tommy Edman, who has a run and a strikeout thus far, he did reach on a bunt single to the pitcher. A bunted base hit. And Teoscar Hernandez delivering the go-ahead 2-run base hit, scoring Ohtani and Betts. In celebration with his guys, as the Dodgers look to draw first blood on the Padres. First pitch on the right line by Estrada. The slider in at 90 miles an hour. Split between the Cardinals and the Dodgers. He had a 237 batting average with 6 home runs. However, since he arrived to the Dodgers, Tommy Edman has since put up a 247 batting average as he fouled this to left on a 4-seamer. 711 OPS. He has played 37 games with Los Angeles, and he has added 6 home runs with them in LA. 0-2 count. Edman will come back over to the plate for this at-bat. 6-5 Dodger lead, bottom of the 5th. The Dodgers are looking to capitalize on a stacked Padres team, looking to prove that the doubters and the naysayers wrong. Estrada will take his time with this. The 0-2. Bouncing ball to left, it's a foul ball. Came in as a slider at 88 miles an hour. There's also Chris Taylor at Los Angeles' disposal on the outfield alongside Andy Pages. They want to go with youth over experience, though Taylor is 34 years old. Kike Hernandez, Gavin Lux, part of that youth movement. The 0-2. And that one on a foul tip. Edman will stay alive. The Dodgers are sitting Kevin Kiermaier for this series. And James Outman. Brian Hing is warming up at the bullpen in this meantime. Bottom of the 5th. The 0-2. Grounds one over. This will be a toss to second. It is 7-5 despite a double play. It's a 6-4 free double play, but Will Smith has scored the 2-run lead run. Smith catches a break. There was no play for home to be made by Xander Bogaerts. He looks home, realizes that nothing is there, opts for the double play for Lux and Edman. Miguel Rojas up, takes one to the bottom left, 89 on the slider. It is 0-1. Bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. On a Tommy Edman double play, 6-4 free, scoring a Will Smith. Swing and a miss, it went upstairs. 4-seamer 99 for Rojas. Longtime reliable shortstop. And Jeremiah Estrada, this could be his last outing before Brian Hayne comes in. 7-5 Dodgers. Ocho on the way. High fly ball, but it's going to be at shallow right beyond the foul tracks. And Solano is there to end the inning. We're going to the 6th. The Padres looking to tie this one up or take the lead. Five innings down, 4 more to go in the regular ones. Dodgers lead 7-5 in this back and forth game 1. First 3 innings, it was all Padres. As Xander Bogaerts, he takes strike 1 on the fastball. Right down for the middle by Vesia. It's been all Dodgers since. Shohei Ohtani began the Dodgers scoring with a 3-run shot that tied the game at 3. Tommy Edman scored on an Adrian Morejon wild pitch as Vesia spikes it to the ground, slider 85. Teoscar Hernandez got the Dodgers to lead on a 2-run shot to right that scored him Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. Tommy Edman's double play scored in Will Smith on a 6-4-3 double play. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Bogaerts, who is 2-for-2 on the night, wants to get the Padres back in this. Game 1, this is a best of 5 series. Winner will face either the Philadelphia Phillies or the New York Mets. Bogaerts getting set. The 1-2. And that was in between the right line and himself. 4-2-2. If it's the Dodgers and the Phillies, the series will begin at Dodger Stadium. If the Dodgers win this series, they'll have home field advantage no matter who is their opponent. If it's the Phillies or the Padres, the NLCS will begin at Philadelphia. Vesia, this fouls over to the right. If it's Padres, and Mets, this series will begin at Petco Park. Jay Cronenworth on deck. It'll be a 6-7-8 order. Bogarts, Cronenworth, Solano. The 2-2. High fly ball into center. Tommy Edmonds and waves off Mookie Betts. And he'll take care of it along the warning tracks. Cronenworth now up. He has yet to hit. And so have Profar, Merrill, and Solano have yet to hit in this game. For the Dodgers, Betts, Muncy, and Smith have yet to hit. Cronenworth grounded out and flew out. He is facing a 1-out count. 0 for 2 in this game. Dodgers leading 7-5. Padres need something from him. That one's upstairs, 93 on the fastball, four-seamer. Vesia now on to 12 pitches. Each team has used up 3 pitchers. Dylan Cease left in the 4th inning. Adrian Morejon did not make it out the 4th. Cronenworth pops it up. Who wants it? This will be signaled back by Miggy Rowe. 2 up and 2 away. He and Gavin Lux play some catch before they get over to the last batter of this sequence, unless if Solano reaches, which I'm talking about Solano. And while he has been very good batting in the regular season, postseason is a different story. Dylan Cease leaving in the 4th inning, and Vesia is done in the top of the 6th. He got 2 of the 3 outs needed. They'll go to the next guy in just a moment. Everything has been burning bright for this series to come the way it has, and so far it's delivered. And with the Dodgers leading 7-5, thanks to a big 4th and 5th inning for them, a big 4th inning predominantly, they now have the lead. 7 runs to 5. As Solano, he fouls his first pitch from the new guy, Evan Phillips, who has usually been the closer for the Dodgers. .362 ERA. However, he has lost that closer role to Michael Kopech as of late. He's been in the closer of the Dodgers during the World Series run. As that strike 2 on the left line. 0-2 for Solano. He has played for the Braves, Orioles, Rays, and the Dodgers. He is now with a World Series with them. It was on the Orioles the year they won the World Series, and that's on left of the strike zone. 1-2. The count. Solano, 286 batting average, 35 RBI, a 760 OPS, though he has 2 groundouts in this game. 1-2. Punched out on a swing and miss. A low drive. Reached for a ball that he should not have. Dodgers at the bat. And Shohei Ohtani getting to work again. In just a moment, we'll return for the bottom of the 6th. Shohei Ohtani will lead off the 6th inning. He has delivered his first career home run as a Dodger, first 2 career hits in the postseason. First career home run in the postseason as a Dodger. It was a free run shot that scored him, Will Smith, and Gavin Lux. But at the 6th, he went low on a changeup and missed it. 0-1. He is 2 for 3 thus far. He has hit on his last 2 hits. His last 2 plate appearances have Jason Adam, who is now in 1.95 ERA. Acquired from the Tampa Bay Rays. This one curved top right. 0-2 for Adam. Formerly with the Rays bullpen and sometimes utilized as a closer. 0-2 here. Swing and a miss. He went low. First strikeout for Jason Adam. On for the bottom as he got Ohtani to chase after that ball for well too much. On for the fall off. Those curveballs can be tricky, and those from Adam can be very hard to go after. "33 years old and a native of Omaha, Nebraska. Took that up high. And 2 years ago, he had 12 saves with the Rays. And the year before, 8 saves with them. Pete Fairbanks was the main closer, but sometimes he was trusted as a closer. This one's fouled by Mookie Betts. 0-2 to count. 0 for 1 on the night. 4 saves with Tampa before he was traded to San Diego. Tomorrow, Game 2 will be cast on FS1 at 8 Eastern. Low side on a sweeper, 80 miles an hour. And Adam does have a unique pitching pattern. Adam will get set. When the umpire can, we're getting a look. This is fouled back. Remains a 1-2 for Mookie. Struck out, walked twice. Ohtani's taking a walk around the Dodger dugout. 2 for 4 thus far. Freddie Freeman and Gavin Lux, 2 for 3. The 1-2. Fouled again to right. He needed to get that one because if not, then that would have ended up on the left line and he was struck out. He needed that one. Adam has that big chain on his necklace. The 1-2 again. Bottom left side, it's a changeup. No swing that time from Mookie. Did not chase after it. That's a smart one. 2-2 with 1 out. Wonder who else is going to be utilized by the Padres because they could be going after their whole bullpen if things take a turn for the worse. They are starting Yu Darvish tomorrow. The Padres will be starting Jack Flaherty. And Mookie fouls again. This one a sweeper at 77. Motorola logos on the Padres uniforms. As Adam will get set for another 2-2 pitch. The last one was a sweeper. What would this one be? It was a fastball, grounded onto Bogarts. He'll just make the throw to Solano. Freddie Freeman looking to get another run with 2 outs. You have Teoscar Hernandez up next. If Freeman reaches. Freeman readies himself. Left-handed batter. Jason Adam looking to put him away to end off this inning. First pitch. That's on the bottom right side. Swept in nicely at the area. 2 base hits and a stolen base. A very bonkers one. He didn't look comfortable running on a bad ankle. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. On a drive to center, a changeup 88. Wanted to get this down for the right field line. (7-5) LA. Bottom of the 6th. 0-2 with 2 outs. The 0-2 again. This is a ball. 1-2. The next pitch will be Adams' 15th pitch. A high percentage of changeups. Hitters do not want to go after these ones. 1-2. Ground ball is bouncing onto Solano. He'll take care of it. And in 15 pitches, Jason Adam does the job. Time to stretch, everyone. We'll be going to the 7th. Fans here at Dodger Stadium shopping for Dodgers apparel. Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts among the choices available. We have a Mao meeting here to begin the top of the 7th. Meeting with Mark Pryor, the Dodgers pitching coach. Game 1, Dodgers lead 7-5. Evan Phillips out there. He recorded the final out of the 6th inning, and so he will remain out there against former Dodger David Peralta, who played for 3 different teams within the NL West. Between the Dodgers, that 1 year last year, a longtime Arizona Diamondback, and this year with the San Diego Padres. So he's been on both sides of this rivalry. Nick Ahmed has been on both sides of the rivalry this year. This was a fastball just outside the bottom right side. Peralta, 267 on his batting average of a 750 OPS. Top of the 7th. 1-0 count. Spent a lot of time with Arizona's Peralta. Takes ball 2, was downstairs at 95 miles an hour. So Peralta is pinch hitting in the place of Kyle Higashioka. So that may do it for him. Elias Diaz will take his place from here on out. The 2-0. Peralta, high fly ball into right center. Edman takes care of it. 1 up and 1 away. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Luis Arias has not had a hit since the 1st inning, in which he hit a base hit to left. In his last plate appearance, he flew out to center and moved Higashioka to 3rd base. He has a 29% chance to have a hit this inning per Google Cloud. His batting average of .314 this season led the entire NL. He began the season with the Miami Marlins. Then he got traded to the San Diego Padres mid-season. 1 for 13. And 1 for 3 thus far in this game. 1 out, 1-0. 4 home runs, but his batting average got in the way of Shohei Ohtani's batting in Triple Crown. Arias to right field. Is this deep enough? No, it's not. Mookie Betts moved back in front of the warning tracks to make the catch. 2 up and 2 away. And now moves up Fernando Tatis Jr. Arias finished 4th in batting average among all players in the MLB this year. Right behind him is Shohei Ohtani, who finished 5th. The 3 in front of Arias and Ohtani were Aaron Judge at 322, Vlad Guerrero Jr. at 323, and Bobby Witt Jr. at 332. This is thrown outside the bottom right corner at 98 on the 4-seamer. Tatis, a walk, a double, and 2 runs. 21 home runs with 49 RBI. 6 for 10 on the batting average order goes with Yordan Alvarez at 6. This is ball 2. Outside the bottom left, Marcell Ozuna, Yainer Diaz, Trey Turner, Jose Altuve. Jackson Merrill placed 12th. Mookie Betts placed 15th. Freddie Freeman 20th among active players in this game. This is foul to right for Tatis. Jurickson Profar was 25th among all players in batting average this season. Manny Machado 32nd. Tied for 31st with Brian Reynolds and Jackson Chourio. Tatis skies it. Is this in the field of play? It is, as Mookie Betts is making a chase. Now he slides, and it hits the safety netting. It will count as a foul ball. Profar tied for 25th with Alec Boehm, who had a breakout year this season with the Philadelphia Phillies. Merrill and a freeway tie for 12th with Ketel Marte and Stephen Kwan. Anthony Banda warming up at the bullpen. So he'll be the setup man for Michael Kopech. Phillips is a setup man. Fans on their feet here as Phillips is looking to record the final out. Tatis to center field. Edmonds there. 1-2 free and out for San Diego, and the Dodgers are continuing to do the job. Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Will Smith when we return. That man, Shohei Ohtani, being the talk of every Dodgers fan. So far, Teoscar Hernandez, whose run thus far stands as the game-winning run if this lead holds. Jason Adams still out there as he delivers a first pitch swing and miss on a sweeper at 86. Elias Diaz, the new catcher for San Diego, that is the only change defensively. In there for the first time in the postseason. Deal 1. And Teoscar retracted his elbow as that was dangerously close to him. 1-1. This is his first at-bat since the 4th inning. Hit a base hit to right, scoring in Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss, it went upstairs. Nearly towards the high line, 1-2 count on a fastball. Dave Roberts watches onward. And what's been a hitting masterclass by Ohtani and Freeman. Wants to deliver again here. Here's the 1-2. Teoscar grounds this one over to Cronenworth. And a 4-3 first out. Still it's a 7-5 Dodger lead. Max Muncy up. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 4. But it's one hit, perhaps the biggest one of this game. There's been no scoring since the 4th inning, and Mike Schultz is coming in. That is likely going to do it for Jason Adams. We'll have our next reliever up. And all kinds of innings throughout. All the theatrics will continue in a moment. Pat Sajak enjoying his time at Dodger Stadium. And Rob Lowe. And baseball legends around here as well. As we go to Celebrity Watch here at Dodger Stadium. Brian Haying was warming up for some time at the bullpen. He was told to sit down for a moment. Haying is now in the place of Adam. 1-0. Max Muncy. This is to center field, but that didn't move Jackson Merrill a lot. Just 2 starts for Haying. He was used as an opener. Most of the times he's a reliever. 2-3 record, 14 walks, 43 strikeouts. Has a 2.18 ERA. It's turned into a bullpen game here for both sides after a high-scoring bout in the early 5 innings of this game as Muncy makes a long walk to the dugout. Will Smith was 0 for 2. He walked. The last at-bat does not count as a hit because it was a throwing error by Manny Machado, and Smith went to second because of that throwing error by Machado. 0-1 after the swing and miss. It's 0-1. Oh, Smith had to bend his knees backwards. It's actually a strike looking, not a strike swinging. Slider 85, followed by sinker 95. Hang is one of the top relievers for San Diego. Oh, this takes a wild bounce. Off the dirt and then up and over Diaz. 2-1. David Peralta was a pinch hitter in the place of Kyle Higashioka. Peralta did not make his hit. The 2-1. And Smith had to dodge that as well. Was close to his elbow. He retracted at the last moment. Max Muncy's 0 for 4. As he recorded out in each and every one of his at-bats. Mookie Betts walked twice. And here Smith will walk. As this one downstairs, sinker 94, the Dodgers have a base runner. Gavin looks up. Has 2 base hits. Move Will Smith to second. In the 2nd inning, Will Smith to 3rd in the 5th inning. So Lux can deliver. He has power. In his rookie years, he has struggled, but he has emerged in this game as a key hitter. Has delivered in the 2nd and the 5th innings, especially in the 5th inning. He set up Tommy Edmonds' double play that scored in Smith. First pitch, it's to the right. Splitter 89 for Haying. 10 home runs for Lux on the regular season. 50 RBI. He does not have an RBI in this game, but he's been one of their better players thus far. 1-0. Went low and missed. That was a ball which he should have went after. It was going downstairs. This splitter at 87. 1-1. Dave Roberts watches. And on deck is Tommy Edman. The 1-1. Downstairs, another splitter. This one went in at 88 or 87. And Ohtani, if they go to him, he'll be there. 2-1 with 2 outs. If Lux reaches, they'll put Edman on deck. 2-1. Lux delivers it down low, but Merrill's all the way back. He'll make the catch. 1-2, 3 and out. Right after Will Smith's walk. It'll be Profar, Machado, and Merrill for the Padres in the 8th. Pair of game twos tomorrow in the NLDS. Mets and Phillies, followed by Padres and Dodgers. East Coast and West Coast. Stadiums that are just over 100 miles from each other. 109 miles between Citizens Bank Park and Citi Field. 124 miles between Dodger Stadium and Petco Park. So for the Dodgers, as they get back up, it'll be Michael Kopech in the 8th inning. So who do they go with in the 9th if they deliver the win? If they want to get the save? 6-8 record for Kopech, split between the Dodgers and the White Sox, as this one spiked. Carter 93, dangerously close for Profar after it was a fastball at 98. Chris Taylor is filling in a left field. He is filling in the place of Teoscar Hernandez, who has the go-ahead hit. 2-0. Upstairs. 97 on the four-seamer. Looking to not get anything going for Profar, who is an efficient hitter more often than not. Though facing off against Manny Machado may be more dangerous. 3-0. Wow, that went in and out of the glove of Will Smith, but it did not matter much, as this was going to be a walk regardless. This was way out. In the bullpen comparison, the Padres bullpen, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 2 walks allowed, struck out 2. The Dodgers bullpen on the other side are basically playing like the Padres bullpen most of the times. 1 hit, struck out 3, and walked 1. After Yoshinobu Yamamoto allowed 5 hits, 5 earned runs, and 2 walks. Machado, this one was low, 1-0 to count. You got to get these guys to swing and miss. You got to test them. Have them reach them. Challenge them. Michael Kopech calling for a mound meeting. After 5 pitches, is with his players. He's calling time. Blake Treinen is warming up. He's in line to make the save if Kopech is done after the 8th. Mound meeting is over, but this is alarming as an early sight for Kopech that he is throwing 5 straight balls to begin with. You do not want to have the Padres tie this game up or win this. This puts a position where you have to go for a walk-off. Everyone's standing. Dave Roberts there. So plays resuming. Machado, 275 in the regular season and his batting average. 29 home runs to add to it. The 1-0. Machado skies it up, but it's fouled back. It's 1-1 on the count. So it's the first strike for Kopech. The White Sox, they have won just 27 games, lost 82, when Kopech was dealt to LA. The 1-1. Upstairs, 98 on the fastball. Machado did not go. It's now a 2-1 count with no outs and with Profar at first. 4-0 with the Dodgers with a 1.13 ERA. It's a risky gamble considering he was a 4.74 ERA with the White Sox, but it's a team that was not succeeding. So what is he to do? The 2-1. Swing and a miss. A wild one as he was nowhere close to it. 2-2. This ball was a fastball that was upstairs, but missed it as he aimed for the high line to strike zone. 7-5 Dodger lead thanks to Teoscar Hernandez. Machado calls time. Gets himself readied up. Machado has the first home run this game. The one by Ohtani is the only other one. Top of the 8th inning, 2-2 with no outs. Runner at first is Profar. 2-2. Fouled up. 99 on a four-seamer. He'll stay put. And it will be interesting how this goes on. Roberts watching his normal closer on some occasions deliver here in the 8th inning. How long will he go? 2-2. This one popped back. Another foul ball is Kopech's 10th pitch. And this might have bounced off the home plate umpire, Mark Ripperger. John Lipka in charge of first base. Yeah, it bounced off his left shoulder. Corey Blazer at second base. Dan Bellino at third base. Trip Gibson at left field. Adrian Johnson at right field. 7-5 Dodger lead. 7 pitch of this sequence. 2-2. And that is yet another foul ball. So Machado will stay alive for at least one more sequence. That was a fastball, 99. Profar staying put at first. And that's a lot of fastballs on the track record. It is 6 straight fastballs for Kopech. Got him! 7 straight fastball on this sequence. And that finally knocks out Machado. Jackson Merrill, the rookie, is now up. A perfect pitch for Kopech as it was on the bottom left corner. It took a little while to get there, but he found his composure. A double play can help the Dodgers as it ends the inning. Merrill, an NL Rookie of the Year candidate, takes ball 1 downstairs, cutter 93. 0 for 2 of a walk in the third and a run. Tying run is at the plate for Merrill. And this rookie can deliver it in such a clutch moment. He missed it. Cutter 94. It was at the bottom left corner. Went towards the center. His 6th game-tying or go-ahead home runs in the 8th inning or later. Tied for the most by a player, 21 or younger, since 1900. Pickoff attempt? Not there. Profar got back safely. The next pitch will be Kopech's 15th. Top of the 8th, 1-1 with 1 out. He waits, now delivers. Fouls it back. That's a pitch that Merrill, I advise, should not go after. This is now a 1-2 count, and it puts him at a disadvantage. He can stay alive with a foul ball, extend it with a ball. 0 for 2, fly out, a walk, and struck out swinging. Upstairs becomes 2-2 on a fastball, 99 miles an hour. Pressure's on now. But for Merrill, pressure doesn't really exist for him. The sequence for Kopech may be taking a little longer than it usually is. 2-2. That was outside, bottom left, cutter, 93. And so Merrill will go on for one more. Bogart's on deck if there's no double play. The next pitch will be Kopech's 18th. Though a double play can really help wonders for Kopech, as he can rest and not have his arm used up as Merrill fouls back. Triple digits on the four-seamer, 100. Three 3-2 count as Merrill to get things going. Now that Joe Musgrove is out, easiest option is to have him replaced by Martin Perez, who is on the active roster now. Yet another foul ball, as this one's back. Will Smith watches this one go to the stands. Perez is the obvious like-for-like replacement, but it's unclear whether the Padres ask him for a start in a potential Game 4. But he's been immensely valuable in San Diego. He struggled early on the year with Pittsburgh, but after arriving at the trade deadline, he has posted a 3.46 ERA in 10 starts. When the Padres acquired him, they did not do so with decisive playoff games in mind. They were hoping that he would stabilize the back end of the rotation and help get them to October. But to his credit, he says that he is open to anything. Full count throw. Another foul ball. So Merrill will stay put. This next one will be the 9th pitch. 3 straight foul balls, the last one on the cutter on 92. Then mostly fastballs and cutters for Kopech. Probably try something else. 9th pitch. And for the 4th straight time, that's a foul ball. This time it's a fastball. Maybe try switching things up. A sweeper and try and full out Merrill. Go a little higher. He's doing a nice job tracking these pitches. 10th pitch from Kopech. On its way. Way off. And that's ball 4. Go ahead, run now at the plate for Xander Bogaerts, who was 2 for 3 in this game. And Dave Roberts has seen enough. He's going to go to Blake Treinen to get the final 2 outs. 22 pitches for Kopech. Just 12 strikes. He is responsible for both Profar and Merrill on the bases. Treinen when we return. This game has delivered to the hype every which way. All the runs scored, even a pitching matchup in the later innings. But so far it looks like the Padres may have some bit of fight left in them as Blake Treinen comes in. His task with getting the final 2 outs of the 8th inning. Michael Kopech responsible for Jurickson Profar at second and Jackson Merrill at first. Off of 2 walks. That is curved on a sinker 94 on the bottom center side. As Treinen catches, Bogaerts looking at it for quite a while. 94 that time. Will be the next one. Profar and Merrill waiting on board. Swing and a miss at the bottom left side. Sweeper 83 as Treinen switched it up. And Bogaerts got caught reaching out too far. And Kopech chatting at the dugout. His day's over. Nerves and heart rates are going up here as Treinen. Bogaerts got out the way at that pitch. It went upstairs towards him. 1-2. 2 for free. You cannot afford a hit by pitch in this situation because then that would load the bases. But Bogaerts has been the hottest batter. The 1-2. It's up in the air. Who wants it? Miguel Rojas is backing up. And there was some trouble, but underhanded. He makes sure that there will not be any damage done. Jake Cronenworth now up 0 for 3 on this game. The man behind him, Donovan Solano, also 0 for 3. Rojas backed up and he made an underhanded catch and secured it like he was cradling a baby. It was high when it was hit. Profar and Miro thought it was going to go somewhere, but that somewhere ended up right on the breadbasket of Miggy Rowe. Jake Cronenworth up against Treinen. Solano on deck if Cronenworth reaches. Go ahead, run at the plate. Tying run is aboard. Fastball 94 that was to the right. Ground out, fly out, and pop out. He's 0 for 3 though. But Cronenworth has been one of the best batters for San Diego. The 1-0. Oh, that was close. Fastball 95. Joe is to the left. 2-0 with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Merrill and Profar. Tying run is at the plate. So tying run is on the bases. Wow! Called strike 1. That was to the right. And Profar goes back to second. Thinking better of a stolen base. That 2-0 pitch that was to the right. That should have been a ball. I will believe. Got the call wrong. 2-1. In a danger area. It's 3-1 on the count. Saker 95. So Treinen is treading on dangerous waters. And this sinker is onto the bottom left outside. Gotta calm the nerves. Got 1 out to go. And the bases are loaded. This one's upstairs. 96 on the fastball. And now Donovan Solano is up. Elias Diaz on deck. And that really puts the pressure on. Pickoff attempts can be there. 2 walks from Kopech and a walk from Treinen. 10 pitches for Blake Treinen. And here's the first one for Solano. Curve to the left line. The sweeper, 85 miles an hour. It looked like it was going to be out, but no. In his career with the bases loaded, Donovan Solano, 328 batting average. This year, he is 4-5. He does not have a grand slam in his playing career. Whether it be a home or whether it be regular season. And this one is going towards foul territory. It hits the safety netting. It is a foul ball. And that's best case scenario for the Dodgers. Solano does not have a grand slam in his playing career. In 2 out runs, 7 of the 14 runs scored for the Padres have come with 2 outs. 7 of the 14 runs. Towels waving here. The 0-2. Foul back. Fastball 96. Treinen trying to get the final out of this 8th inning. But momentum can change in an instant. Solano has yet to record a grand slam in his playing career, regular season or postseason, but it could be a good moment. He is 4 for 5 in the regular season. Another 0-2. Punched out! Went golfing bottom left side. And all 3 runners have been left stranded aboard. Dodgers bats 7-5 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Blake Treinen does the job. Tommy Edman, Miggy Rojas, Shohei Ohtani next. Shohei Ohtani has delivered in his postseason debut as his Dodgers lead 7-5 heading into the 8th inning. They can expand on this lead if Tommy Edman, Miguel Rojas, and Ohtani himself leading the way. And if any of them reach, you have Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Chris Taylor up next. Teoscar Hernandez's night is done. Strike one and then ball one. That was a looking strike. Slider 82, and then a splitter 86 on ball one, which is just outside the bottom right side. Brian Haying is still in. This is fouled back on a splitter at 86. On the third pitch of the sequence for Edman. Haying has been here since the start of the 7th inning. Tanner Scott warming up at the bullpen in the meantime. Haying record the final 2 outs of the 7th. He may likely record the final out at the 8th as this one's in and out of the glove of Elias Diaz. Splitter 86 as Edman is warming up his swing. Ohtani watching onwards. He will love to get on the base. 2-2. Bouncing ball, it takes a bounce off of Haying, and it reaches its way to center field for a base hit. And Edmonds reaching on an outfield base hit. It is not an infield base hit, but it did bounce off the foot of Haying. Playing a little pinball here at Dodger Stadium. And that may be the only hitter that Haying will face in the 8th inning. He'll be subbed out. Tanner Scott will come in. Up against Miguel Rojas. We'll be right back. Fans are pumped up here at Dodger Stadium as you have a runner on the bases at the bottom of the 8th, no outs. Tanner Scott, 175 ERA in the regular season between the Marlins and the Padres. Another trade they made with them. They already got Luis Arias. Well, 2 is better than 1. Rojas shows bunt. Fastball 99 went to the outside of the bottom right corner. It'll be taken as ball 1. Ohtani on deck. He can deliver another clutch hit. Another clutch home run to get the Dodgers up even more. 9-5 or 10-5, whatever it is. Another bunt here. Rojas. Hits will be fielded by Tanner Scott. It was way up high, and it'll be 1 away. Ohtani 2 for 4. Could this be another defining moment for him? So Rojas, bunt popped to Scott, who caught it immediately. Ohtani's the third player to finish top 2 in the MLB in home runs and stolen bases for the first time since Ty Cobb in 1909. His 54 home runs and 99 XPH are both single-season Dodger records and the most career home runs by a Japanese-born MLB player. He takes ball 1 on a fastball that went outside of the bottom right at 98 on a fastball from Scott. 3-run home run in the second inning, a base hit, and 2 runs. Last time he struck out swinging, but he can get another home run here. He fouled it to left this time. Tommy Edman was taking off to second base in the meantime, but he'll have to go back to first. Was trying to steal a base, but now he'll go back. So Ohtani wanted to go for the shot. All the way out. 1-1. Scott readies himself. Padres trying to come back. The delivery. Swing and a miss. It went upstairs. Fastball. It was on a 4-seamer at 98 as Ohtani gets set for 1-2. 30 years old, native of Oshu, Japan. 6'4", 210. Their big free agent signing from last winter. 10 years at $700 million total. The 1-2. Ohtani fouls it off of Diaz. They'll call it as such. Edman will go back to first. 100 miles an hour. Off of Tanner Scott. So these relievers are throwing at 100 more and more. But the perfect pitch, we don't know what it truly is. It's more about quality control, if anything. And efficiency. And to be consistent on it. And so far, Scott is consistent, finding his own. Making it harder for Ohtani. Oh, that may have hit Diaz. No foul play done there. It remains a 1-2 count on the foul ball. Might have been hit on the mouth side. It'll not be regarded as catcher's interference for this moment. Diaz puts on his helmet back on. Remember, they have to install those safety measures because catchers are directly right behind the plate. So league-wide, it's a mandate. Ohtani readying up. Another 1-2. Edman's on his way to second base. The throw is off. It bounces off of Bogaerts. Now it goes to 2-2 on this ball. As soon as the pitch was on its way, Tommy Edman got a huge jump and ran his way over to second base as Diaz started to stand up and then threw his way over to Bogaerts. The throw was off as it bounced off his glove. Edman got a piece of momentum. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. It was upstairs on a fastball at 97. 4-seamer, the first K for Tanner Scott. And 2 up and 2 away. Mookie Betts. Could his snake-bitten track record end here with a huge home run to put the Dodgers up 9-3? He went after it. Just missed it. And he decided to intentionally walk Mookie Betts again That's the second time they're doing this to him. They're bringing up Freddie Freeman. Two for four thus far as Freeman. He's gotten off to a big-time start. First pitch for Freeman. He did not go. Fastball 97. And when Mookie was intentionally walked the first time, Freeman grounded into a fielder's choice at first base. Miguel Rojas was thrown out at home. But that indirectly led to Teoscar Hernandez getting the go-ahead run as this fastball bounced off of Freeman's bat. Foul ball 1-1. A base hit to right, scoring in Betts and Ohtani, and moving Freeman to third. 1-1 with 2 outs. Tanner Scott at the mound. Dodgers trying to hold on. Runners at first and second. Freeman trying to expand his lead to 10-5 or 9-5. Swing and a miss. Slider 90. Freeman still going strong. Chris Taylor on deck. If Freeman reaches. Hit a base hit to right. Twice. Oh, good block there by Diaz. Edman did not move. Now it's a 2-2 count. Play still going. Edman at second. Mookie at first. And Diaz made a good block. It's not a wild pitch. To sacrifice the ability to block balls as the Padres are looking to get right back in this. Diaz. That good block. Low drive and a miss. Slider 91, and Freeman's going to sit down going golfing. Elias Diaz, Luis Arias, Fernando Tatis Jr. to try and save the Padres in the 9th inning. We'll be back. last time Blake Treinen made a save of more than 3 outs was August 2021. Here will be tasked with doing such unless Dave Roberts pulls him in the middle of the 9th inning. Sweeper 84 that went in and out of the glove of Will Smith. Elias Diaz, 265 batting average in the regular season with 6 home runs, 39 RBI. The Dodgers have scored 2. A 2-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez. The 4th inning to get them the lead. They have not relinquished it since. But the Padres, they are intent on batting off of Treinen to get some life back into them. It was pitched down the middle on that one. 1-1. No outs as Diaz is the leadoff in the 9th inning. Foul back to 1-2. Both times were sinkers. It was right down through the middle. And Anthony Banda is warming up. Banda has not been utilized in this game. He is the next man up for LA. 1-2. Check swing at first base. He did not go. It'll be 2-2. He reached out for a ball in which he is not supposed to be going after. Well, I don't know about that one. I think he should be thrown out. Elias Diaz was required for the Colorado Rockies. 2-2. Yet another foul ball. Will Smith will watch this one go to the safety netting. 2-2 again. It's the first time that Diaz is at the plate, looking to get the Padres back in this. Nerves here. Heart rate's rising up. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He punches out Diaz. And Symphony number 5 can be sounded out. 1 down, 2 to go. Luis Arraez, who has just hit once in this game. The last 2 at-bats were flyouts. He has not have a hit since the 1st inning, which was a base hit to left. Ever since he struck out, and flew out again. 1 for 4. First pitch is way outside, 85. On a sweeper. Now it's way to the right. And Tatis is on deck, who is 1 for 3. He has a walk with him. So does Jurickson Profar, who is 0 for 3 though. 1-0. Arraez got out the way as he twisted and turned. Ball 2, fastball 95. Treinen, 21 pitches in. Does Dave Roberts go to another man? Does he go to Banda next? After he finishes up Arraez? 2-0. Down through bottom left. Arraez did not go. Tatis is up next, regardless of result here. Blake Treinen trying to get the save here. The 2-1. That is caught! What a catch by Gavin Lux as he dove to his left. 1 more out here for LA. Treinen trying for a 5-out save for LA. What a catch! A crucial grab as he saw this one lining over to the left. Tatis can keep the Padres' hopes alive. First pitch set to come here for Treinen. Chopped and fouled to left. Treinen struggled for 3 innings, giving up 5 runs, but so far he's had a flawless 9th inning. So the Dodgers struggled for 3 innings, giving up 5 runs. Are they going to check the swing? He went! 0-2 is the count, and the Dodgers are 1 strike away. Went on a ball that he should have not have gone after. Sold out crowd, but every seat is empty now. 0-2. Check swing at first. No, he's safe. He retracted just in time. Ball 1. Sweeper 85. As Tatis knew that was way off. He knew he was going to miss it regardless. Tatis 1 for 3. He lined on his previous at-bat. 1-2. Ball juice as this one went towards the dirt. No base runners. It is a 2-2 count. Everyone nervous here. Shohei Ohtani might not show, but he is nervous. 2-2. Foul back. 97. Sinker. He's allowed a walk in the 8th inning, but Tatis wants to keep the Padres alive. Now on the 2-2 again. This one lined over to left for a base hit. Fernando Tatis gets onto the bases. Tying run out the plate, and it's Jurickson Profar, but he has yet to record a hit. Ground out, pop out, and struck out swinging. Mark Pryor's coming in. This is not a pitching change. Blake Treinen trying for a 5-out save. Last time, Profar walked. Before that, he grounded out, popped out, and struck out before walking in the 8th. The Dodgers are 1 out away. But Profar, he can deliver the tying run. Last season, against non-fastballs, 168. But this year, 306. Second behind Shohei Ohtani. In the name of Curacao, can deliver a huge hit that can tie this game up if this goes out the park. The next pitch will be Treinen's 30th pitch. Could Profar tie this game up? 0 for 3 thus far in this game. Tatis swinging on a miss. Strike 1, and it'll be a fielder's indifference as Tatis moves to second base. Not a stolen base. 30 pitches this far for Treinen. Deal 1. Upstairs. It was a fastball at 95 miles an hour, but you cannot give any chances. Profar's .321 batting average with runners in scoring position is 8th in the entire National League. Tatis getting set. He can deliver the run that can put the Padres within 1. This one curved low and downstairs on a sweeper 84. Treinen now at 32 pitches. Machado's on deck, who was 1 for 4. A sense of urgency here for both San Diego and LA. Many fans on their feet. 2-1. Whoa! Profar got out of the way on time and almost hit him. 3-1 with 2 outs. Sense of danger area. And Dave Roberts still has Anthony Banda warming up at the bullpen. He was previously warming up as Treinen takes a look at Roberts. 3-1 count. Fouls it off. Full count with 2 outs. This can be the game here. Fans waving their towels. And they're all blue. It's a sea of blue here at Dodger Stadium. Time call for Profar. Most likely to get that clutch hit that San Diego needs, which will be their first hit since the 3rd inning. Tying run is at the plate. Payoff throw. It's low. And there's the walk. Now you have the go-ahead run at the plate. Runners at first and second. Does Dave Roberts go for a pitching change? Treinen is at 35 pitches. But he went downstairs on that last one. Sweeper 84. Brandon Lockridge is coming in, running in the place of Profar. He represents the tying run now. And Manny Machado is now in. Top of the ninth, Machado 1 for 4. A 2-run shot in the first. But he has not hit since. A home run here could work wonders here for San Diego. But ever since that home run, he flew out. Takes ball 1. It was a low downstairs, 84. Fly out twice. Strikeout. And both times, LA was 1 out away. 6 for 20 against Trinian, which includes postseason. 2 home runs and 5 RBI. The 1-0. Wild swing and miss. 1-1 on a cutter. And it was way to the left. Lockridge at first. Tatis at second. Lockridge is the pinch runner. The 1-1. This is foul back. It's down for the line. Over the right side. Not there. And the Padres once again down to their last strike. As was the case on the previous at-bat with Profar. Now or never for Machado. Blue towels all around Dodger Stadium in a sea of blue. As blue as the Pacific Ocean. Trinan, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The Los Angeles Dodgers take a Game 1 thriller. 7-5, your final score. Shohei Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez deliver. And LA has the early momentum of 10 hits. The Padres' lone error. Brazier credited for the win. Morejon the loss. Trinan the save. A 5-out save to protect a 7-5 victory. Having struck out 3, including Manny Machado, who will finish this game 1 for 5. That's going to do it from the City of Angels. I am Alec Nava, saying so long from Dodger Stadium. Have a good night, everyone.